Hello all. Just finished work and it's red up. Easy to turn the volume down on it. Get these links to you. Hello, Craig. Hello, Raven. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people wanting to add me on Facebook. And I don't know the names, so if it's one of you need to tell me who it is because I just don't know who it is. Hello, Danny. Links there if you want to jump in. Might not work, might do. I don't know. Let's get the short version, the bitly one. That's the bitly, and then we'll get the other bitly. Whichever works for you. It's all good. Fucking crack-a-doodly that.
No, that seems to be working for you.
There you go. I don't know which way. It's Android at the minute. Android. I know Android's playing up.
Yeah, phones are. My computer, no problem. So
good. Hello, Tony. We've just all been on a little giggle at Tom's post on Facebook.
At whose Facebook?
Tom, my saltwater journey.
Oh, give me a second.
Because he's not going to my saltwater journey. Yeah, it's got mushy peas. He's in London.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw that. It's only funnier if it's Seymour.
Exactly. He'll be on in a minute, Seymour.
Yeah, he'll be on about it. How's he eating mushy peas? Yeah.
I've got myself.
Actually, no, you go ahead.
I've got myself another phone now, just so I can set the phone up at the fish tank instead of see my face all the time on the PC.
There you go. Not only that, it just gives you another view, right?
Yeah. Well, I got another S7. I actually got 2 S7s.
That's what I've got.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Camera, man.
2 of them that were broke, and I put them both together and built a new one. Whoop.
Oh, well, there you go. Even better. Yeah.
And it works perfectly.
No, it's it's wireless. It does all that in a bag of chips.
Raven. So I've got my RO unit set up. I've got the pressure gauge and a TDI meter on the way. Did you test?
And I was going to answer my question. Are you running just RO, buddy, or are you running RODI? I was in my stream yesterday talking about it. I'm like, are you running DI? I think he's embarrassed. He doesn't want to admit that. Come on now.
I don't ever call it RO. Yeah. Well, the thing is, S9, I will get the S9 eventually. Not just yet. Nope. But there's no way I was going out buying a new phone. I wanted a new phone just for that. Instead of, because like my mobile, if I've got the camera on and someone rings, you know what I mean? It cuts it off all the time. So this is purely 100% just for that. Just the fish stuff.
Yep.
know
That's what I used to shoot all my videos and do my live streams. I just use S7s. Oh.
Hey, Riley. Hey, up.
Haley's here. She's gonna dip the tune. I must be feeling better, Paul. I'm starting to get silly again.
See, I've just been busy. Traveling. The amount of towns I've been to in this country over the last few days is really real.
When you're going to be busy this weekend coming, aren't you?
Yeah. Yep.
With the
Aqua Expo.
There it is, Aqua Expo.
Anyway, so people that don't know about the Aqua Expo, the 27th of May, 10 till 4, Aqua Depot in London. Be there.
You heard the man. Be there. Or we'll get Bob Hoskins' character from Danny the dog to come to your house and beat you.
Yeah. So I got up from work and I thought, right, what shall I do? No one had a live stream, so I thought, Haley, can you guess where I'm going for dinner in an hour? Chippy. With Chippy getting fish chips, mushy peas. Or what I actually need to show people is this and all.
Oh, cool. Do it.
Got something to show you.
He's got something to show us, folks.
So, let me open so wide. How do I just click on it? There it is. So I don't know how to share this fucking hell. Pardon the French. Share. Right, do you see my screen on there now, yeah?
Infinite and acquired, yep.
See the royal wedding there?
Oh, you trying to show Woody?
Yeah, look, there's Woody, look. Woody!
Worst Photoshop in history, friend.
Right. That's Woody. Woody's there, look at that. Ooh, he's Woody.
I was actually watching that just for a nostalgia kick. And I can explain that if somebody wants me to. But when I was watching it, I kept looking at the faces that were going across going, I wonder if I'll actually see him because I know what he looks like, right? I'm like, no. Oh, but there's David Beckham. Oh, there's Elton John. Maybe that's Woody in disguise.
Yeah. Seymour's just a bell end. Because of his comment, he just wrote.
Yeah. I'm going to imagine that's kind of similar to saying something about hockey to me.
Most probably.
Yeah. Would say so. Yeah.
I don't know anything about hockey. I know that they had one of these little round things and they hit it into a net with a stick.
They had about 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's all I know. That's why he's burnt his top. Listen, just because they've lost doesn't mean I love them. Don't love them. I'm not a Liverpool fan. Let's do this.
Oh, look out, folks. He's got the tripod out.
That's what we call Seymour. Tripod.
The tripod? The human tripod?
Yeah. Oh. Bit knackered this though. It's old.
I'm actually going to be picking up right now it works out what I'm doing, but I have cats. And if you know anything about cats, why are you guys jumping on the desk? Why? I open a window in my office And instead of jumping up to the window and jumping down from the window, they jump up to the window and then jump onto my desk to get down. Like they're super lazy.
Mate was at Buckingham Palace for the real. Yeah, his kids did the Duke of Edinburgh Award. Yeah, if you get your gold award, you go to the palace to see the Duke of Edinburgh presents it. So let's get on here.
I'm not even going to go into some of the stuff that I saw at the royal wedding where I did a double take. I think everybody knows where a lot of the double takes were done during that wedding. Like, what is he talking about? Yeah.
Well, that one doesn't work. This is now me trying to get onto here with my phone.
As we watch the wily and elusive RCW mess with his technology.
It's not going to let me on, is it?
Hangouts keeps crashing on you. You need a direct link. You'll have to get Paul to send it to you direct. Android and iPhone are both not really working well.
Let's try this.
You know who I watched live this weekend, and I can't remember how good they were, was 2 Unlimited. Of all bands, 2 Unlimited.
All right. Right, just bear with me a sec, Craig. I'm just connecting this phone.
Nope, you go ahead, man. Wait.
Am I on?
You are on.
Spot on. Say hello to everyone, because everyone's watching you in the mirror now.
Just do yourself a favor. If you're going to set it up in front of the tank.
Yeah, I'm going to set it in front of the tank. Yeah.
Turn the volume down, or you'll hear yourself twice all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it only turns down so far, so as far away from you as you can make it, mate.
Oh, no, this has gone fucking tits up. Stupid thing. Stupid, isn't it? Apps.
Oh, was it Eradicate? Awesome, dude.
Go.
So how's everybody doing?
Ooh. Well, sure, I reckon we should have it.
What do you guys think? Should we get the Great Explorer, Underwater Adventurer, Benoit Balls to do a video on Paul's tank? As am I. Jeez, everybody's moving, man. Hey, Sylvester. That's awesome, buddy. Make sure you let us know when it's going to be up so we can go see.
Does that look all right? I've got that glare. I don't like it.
Yeah, you're going to have to come from the... I was going to say you got to come from that side to cut the glare down a little bit. You can still see like your doorways a little bit, but not as bad. Who's on my phone wanting to talk to me now? Thanks, Raven. I heard you. I saw you. Thanks.
There we go.
Awesomeness. Did you hear me licking my bick? Did you, Paul?
If someone comes in and starts effing jacking it. Might be my missus come back from work. Sack went. Oh.
Told you. Watch out for that.
There we go. I knew it was good. I walked in with a PC.
Yeah.
There we go. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you lovely reef geeks. Do you know what? Cheers, Haley. On this at work today, look. I find all little bits and bats. Look at that. Ooh.
Well, that's cute.
It is, if you like that stuff. Hang on a minute. Why's my camera gone off on that?
I don't know, sir. I'll have to go check it out.
What a bitch. I know why it's done.
There's another thing, too. You got to make sure you plug it in, buddy. Kills the battery quick, just to let you know.
Oh.
Then you got to make that one front and center again.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not yet. You're getting there. Come on.
Should catch up. Take about 30-second delay, whatever it is, isn't it?
Nope, not for us. It's not up. Watch
It's not on YouTube.
No, it's not on us either.
Oh, it is.
If it's showing for you, hold on.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
There it is. It's all that matters. Yeah. He's got it. So,
my Refugium, what I set up, 3-4 weeks ago.
Right.
The ball of chair that I had in there. Well, yeah, make sure you get it all sorted today. Bye bye. My daughter getting a driving license. So, yeah, I set my Refugium up. Well, I said about 4 weeks ago. I'm going to say 4, not 3, 4. I had a ball of chair in there. It's now nearly covered the full sump, Refugium.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely teeming with pods. And I put 2 river shrimp in there, and they're still alive.
You ate a miracle mud.
That's the miracle mud.
It is. Yeah. I got to get it going. I've already been talking. Me and Cruz were talking about it. My Chato's, it's green, but I'm getting a lot of gunk, so I'm going to up the flow in the actual sump area just to keep that from collecting. But yeah.
Yeah, Tony, put your email address in there so I can copy it.
I have it if you want it. The only one I don't have is O's. No.
Seymour's is bellend@bellend.com.
Just a sec here, Tony. I got you. Don't worry about it.
I don't store anyone's email addresses. As soon as someone sends it, like someone know in my head anyway. I know Michael's in my head. I know Cruz is in my head. We know Tony85@gmail.com.
I store it on a thumb drive. I don't leave it actually on my PC. I hardly ever unplug my thumb drive, but you know. But it's just so that I have them on hand. I got a few people that I only see once in a while, but it's because of that I do it. So, because I'm not going to remember your email if you haven't been on in 6 months.
Some of them are just easy to remember, but some are not.
Some aren't. No.
Right, you should have it. Tony, I sent it. Morning, Asa. Morning, Sylvester. Morning, JB. Morning, Draker. Morning, Haley. I'm just going to go up the list. Morning, Del. Ravens in. Seymour's a bell end. Dre, hello. Missed you there. See, some of you, if you said hello, I did miss you because I was pissing about setting the camera up.
Paul's just got to work out that early morning setup. That's what he's got, or I guess for you, early afternoon.
Yeah, 2:15. Finished work early today, and the sun is blazing hot still. Gone for about a week now, just red hot.
Yeah, let's see. What's the temp here in good old jolly Canada today?
It was 27 degrees. Yeah, 27. It was 27 before. I was in the cat van.
There you go. It's only 11 here. It's supposed to get to 18. We'll see. We'll see. Oi. Are you looking forward to this weekend, Paul? You must be.
Yeah. I just don't like travelling. I don't know, I've got a 4-hour drive down, so.
What's going on, you beautiful people?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, plastic cockney.
Yeah, no, I'm going back, mate. Going back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've had enough of it up here.
Oh?
Enough of it up there.
It's going to be a real cockney again.
Yeah, no more cardboard cockney. So I'll be with you next week.
Yeah. Clouded London. Is
What?
it cloudy in London? Is it
No.
cloudy where sunny?
Sonny, look. Can you see it? Oh, no, you can only see me. You can see me. Wait a minute, let me just turn it around. Let's open the window. Can you see it?
Yep, sunny.
Yeah.
Sun shining.
You know what? He's saying that. I just looked up while freaking clouds are coming over.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just preferring all the move today.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking brown. That's the joys of being a postman. You're always out. You got a new job now, Tony? Is it you that's got the job? It's not you that's got the job, is it? No.
No.
That's right.
I applied for all mail, but I ain't heard nothing yet.
Coffee time.
Later, Raven.
Motherfucker. Making a mess. Anyway, let's see if I can show you this chair. Do you all remember the chair tool that I had? That little ball?
Yep.
I do. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1. I'm just kidding. Can only see it in the small one, I think, Paul.
Better? Yeah, that'll be right, yeah. Right. Look at that now. Ooh. Absolutely.
Very nice for that.
It's still on me? Yeah.
No.
No, why is the camera keep going up? You know what? It's one of them edge ones that I keep pressing in with freaking fingers. Right. Play focus. You're positive beside you, beside the focus. This is the crap thing about angles. Yeah, this is the crap thing about angles.
Yeah.
I've got to just turn the mic on here. So you might hear an echo.
Yeah, it's the same thing, Haley. I'm thinking my Chato's doing okay, but it could be doing better.
See, with that light, oh look, I can hear an echo now. With that light there, it seems like it's dodgy colour. Look how green that is.
What's that, the UFO?
I got it from Amazon. It's 30 quid. £27, I think. I'll tell you what I'm not happy with. I can see all them, you know, like dandelion seeds. Let me just come mute that there. Let's do the tits in. Yeah, I'm getting dandelion seeds. Oh, I can still fucking hear myself. There we go. Right, that's better. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Yep. Right, that's better. No pissing about now.
Looking good.
See?
Looking good.
Why is it not fucking focusing though?
If you're using S7, you got to press on the screen again and let it focus.
Just look at the black at the back. Look at all pods running around the back.
Yep.
See little white blocks moving. And I've not added any pods. Bloody hell, it's not focusing. Shite thing. Must be the light. Do you know what's interfering with it? Ha 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 ha. Slowly move it. No, it's shit. It's not doing it.
We're trying to get focus on pods.
Yeah, just not having it, so it's just shite. Oh, Woody's frags down there. This has got to be moved. I've got to move this. It's growing out that much. It's getting so close to the glass. Look how close that is to the glass. I can't even get the magnet cleaner down there anymore. My fish are starving. Should I feed the fish? This is good one. This will be a good one actually. Let me show you what I feed my fish. I'm going to feed my fish and corals now. The amount of shit I feed them. I bet my camera's gone off again then. Right, let's do it.
Someday my tank will look like that.
Still on? Yeah. Right. So, two cubes of frozen. So I got this is krill. So I've got 2 cubes of krill. Amino acids. If anyone's in the chat, I can't see the chat. In fact, I won't see the chat. Right, I'm here. I'm here now. You can double see me now. In fact, let's do it on this one. So, amino acids. So I'll pour some amino acids in. I don't measure anything, by the way, people.
How many mils is that, Paul?
Yeah, that much. Right? I couldn't even tell you. I just guesstimate. Easy SPS. Pour some of that in. You know, like you do. I get some Reef rides. Get a scoop of Reef rides in there. When I say a scoop, I'm like this much. So everyone can see how much that is. There you go.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that uses that as a spoon. The top.
No one does, doesn't it? Now fill it with water. And a mix.
What water did you use, Paul? RO or tank water?
No, tank water. Just tank water. My RO's kicking in now, topping it up. I've just took out.
There we go.
And this is where the fish, you go back onto the fish, they know what I'm doing now. Watch them going mental. See if you can see them all. Watch them all.
They know. They know what's coming.
Oh, they do. The thing is, here, if I go here, I'll see if I can pull a big bit of krill out. But they actually feed out my hands, the fish. So let me just pull a big bit of krill out here. So you can see that. You can see my hand in there.
Yep.
So come on, look. It's hanging everything up right out your hand. You know what I mean? So they all feed out your hands. They're all good fish. Don't bite the end that feeds you. You know what I mean? Right, now this is what I do. When I've got this, when I've got all my, look, so that's like a big concoction of crap. I literally don't turn nothing off. I don't turn anything off. That's pour it in. And then fish, corals, and everything just get happy.
I just saw you clam close up.
Oh, watch it open back up in a second.
Yeah, grab something.
It'll open back up in a second.
Really, buddy? Really, Cat?
So if you look at that, quality is crap. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, don't turn nothing off. Everything gets left on.
Cool.
I'm going to polish that a little bit off. I'll give them a little bit of seaweed. And the way the seaweed I feed is this much. This is all they get. Because I like them cleaning my rocks. So that's all they get. Which if you look at the size of my hand, that's all they get. Like palm sized. Give them one of them.
Yeah, that's what I use. About that size.
Do I do that every day, Paul? No. That, the way I fed there, that'll be done like every 3 days. Guaranteed that'll be every 3 days. If I do that tomorrow, I'll only give like most probably 1 cube of food. So they're getting less the day after if I do a big one like that. But the nitrates are dropping, phosphates are dropping. Now watch them go mental like that seaweed. Watch the rust rip it apart.
Yeah. Cool.
Look at that now. Look at that tracky. Opened up like mad. Loves the food.
Yeah, Haley, if you move to Dubai, saltwater hobby is going to be a little tough. I think it was Mr. Saltwater Tank did a show on that, did he not? I thought he did.
On what?
Reefing in Dubai.
Oh, I've been to Dubai. I was only there the other month, wasn't I? February.
Did you go to the local reef shop that's there?
Awesome. Yeah. It's my coffee now.
go where? They'll be worked late. It's not nice being on my own all the time. So what's this? Ailey's moving. Is this what I can see? Who's moving?
It should be Haley. I guess her hubby has a job in Dubai, she's saying.
Oh, Ailey. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Thing is, she's got a mum, hasn't she? She's got to look after her mum. Hello, Dave. Hello, Blinky.
I've got one for you, Paul. Can you look at this and tell me if you can identify this?
Go for it.
What it is, it's like it's don't worry about the tank, it's a shit tank, it's the last tank to come down. But I've only just noticed it. It's like some sort of red algae.
No video,
like
but
is it not? Okay, then 1 second. Ignore the glass.
Ignore the glass. You do realise now you've told us we're going to go look at that glass.
Yeah. Let me switch the other lights on.
Right. No one mentioned the glass, but look at that glass.
Yeah. Can you see that at all?
Yeah, that's
It's some sort of algae of some sort. Do you know what it is?
I could be able to tell you. Do you know what? It's a designer algae, innit? Do you know that you get these designer ones? What people
Really?
grow in the tank. Yeah.
No.
Bear with me. I'll find out what it is.
it is a macro algae, that's for sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a designer one. You actually can buy that stuff.
I've literally, this tank, it's been running for about 6 months. Never had a water change. Never had a water change. Only ever a top up and a feed. So 2 fish in it. And I've only just noticed that as I'm taking it down.
Just red marine algae.
Red marina. Can I cut that off and just frag it?
I don't know.
That's more of a cruise question. Maybe Dave.
Yeah.
Dave's into the algae now.
Yeah, that's Dave might know.
Lovely.
But it is a red marine algae. I know that. I'm going to find it.
Oh, very funny, Haley. Very funny. If you cleaned your glass, we might be able to see.
Yeah, she's being savage. She is totally savage.
I bet this is because my remark when I told Tom to go to the brothel for a massage. But I literally only just spotted it.
Genuinely, I could find it, but I'm positive that it's just called red algae.
Yeah. So is it best off in the tank or is it best off in the sump? No Refugium.
It's one of them. If it's a slow growing designer one, people like them in the things.
Yeah.
I think you've got like dragon's breath and all that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Some people grow that in the tanks, not in the sumps.
Explains why I've not had to do a water change in 6 months, doesn't it? If that's growing in there.
Yeah.
But no water changes. There's no skimmer, no Refugium. 1 power head.
So Rip is saying that if it's red algae, it's Gracilaria?
Gracilaria. Lovely.
See, there's 2 types here that look similar to it. Let me have a look at that one. Show me again.
Open him. 1 second. Once again, ignore the tank. Can you see it?
Right. Let me share my screen here.
Do you want me to turn the lights up a bit, or?
No. Can you see my screen there now? Is that tight there? Oh, you got that tight. See that there? Forget about that there.
That's the
Look
one.
at that there.
That's the one.
Right. So that is there. Applied and deployed.
Applied and deployed.
Yeah.
Morning, Cruz.
Let's have a Google.
Melanie.
Want me to send you the link, Cruz?
Okay, let's have a Google.
Cruz, I've sent you the link. You should have the link. Hello, Rip. Rip's in the house. Didn't see you there. Again, if I missed the chat and I've not seen you, hello all that's joined. Thank you all for joining. We was just trying to get an algae, the name of an algae. So there's some of the smart asses in here, like Cruz. Even Rip might know.
He's the one that thought it was grassy area.
Right. Do you know what? Let me Google that now.
It's definitely that haploid and diploid.
Brussels area images. Yeah, it don't look like that. That looks more area. I don't know what he's got. He's more.
It's like a smooth mushroom. That's what it's like.
Yeah, it looks like that haploid diploid thing.
Yeah. So now I'm looking at how to care for it now. I shouldn't think I should have to do much. Okay.
There you go. Tank's cleared up, crystal clear again. That quick.
Lovely.
After pouring all that
That
in.
was quick. What's that, 5-10 minutes?
Yep. Haploid is a cell which contains a single set of chromosomes in genome.
Yeah, apparently it's asexual.
There you go. It shows that I know nothing. Hello, Melanie. I don't know stuff about that. I know that bubble algae is a single cell.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest single cells on the planet, isn't it?
Yeah. That's how it can spread so fast.
Mm.
That's a creepy noise.
Phil, my skimmer, let me show you that. When I use it, I don't, for the reason is, my skimmer is there. So you see that amount of liquid in there now? And I'm talking a tiny little bit of liquid in there. That's like 4 weeks worth of liquid. I run it that slow, but like very, very slow. So, no, I don't send my skimmer off.
There's not very much, is there?
Sticking under a thingy like a refugium might grow like mad.
Yeah.
Cruz saying BA, like Baracus?
Has Cruz ever heard of it? Haploid, diploid. Well, he would have heard of it being Cruz, but
Who cares what BA is? Who's BA?
Baracus.
BA Baracus. I pity the fool.
You got her. Oh,
Or
bubble algae.
algae. Yeah.
We thought you were talking about your bad attitude. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I keep saying algae over here, and people think I'm a dick. People think I'm a dick.
You are a dick, Paul.
Because I've got used to what Americans speak to Americans, and well, we call it algae. We call it algae. I keep calling it algae.
As long as you haven't started saying aluminum,
Oh,
when you know. That's when you know you hit rock bottom.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want in your tank: aluminum.
It's aluminium. Aluminium. There's no offense to any Americans on the stream, by the way.
1 minute. One thing, right? You was all on camera, and I can show my daughter this. What did I say? Don't forget your letter for your driving license on the camera, didn't I?
Yep. She forgot it.
Yep, she forgot it.
Oh, she's going for a test, Paul.
No, she's 16. She's 17 next week.
Oh.
And I told her to get that Friday, but really I bought her a set of 10 driving lessons.
There you go. That's a good thing. Don't be that millennial driver.
Exactly. She wants her phone. I pay a bill and all that, but she wants her phone.
Preaching to the choir, son. Preaching to the choir.
There you go. She wants her.
Then text her.
Oh, Ayla said she just popped back in because she heard Michael call it that. He called what? Aluminum.
Michael's a dick as well.
I like how we got you guys saying dick instead of Bellend now.
Oh, trust me. We always said dick. TMG. We're gone, blood. TMG's in, my fam. Tony's moving back to proper London, so he'll be speaking like that soon. Bam, blood.
No. Which do you think I'm moving to? Shorty.
Bam, blood.
Never.
I'm positive something looked like something walked past me then. I'm rewinding the camera. I'm rewinding the camera on YouTube. I'm positive something went behind me then. Creeped me out.
Paul was having a breakdown on YouTube. Seeing things and he's hearing things.
Bear with me, people. I'm just watching myself back. It looked like something walked behind me. It creeped me out.
Boo.
You know what? I'd shit myself now if something did.
Most people would, yeah. Especially if it was Benoit balls. Yeah.
No, nothing walked past me. I'm just seeing things. At least they want a little girl or a doll. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, don't. That would freak me out.
I'm going to post a few videos of the pup. Benoit balls.
You got to watch my new video, Rip.
Oh, that cracked me up.
Oh, Seymour, if you're listening, your gold pods are on the way.
Well, there we go.
So Seymour's getting some. See, because I'm a nice guy, you see. And now he's got some pods on the way.
Nice fucking guy. Where's my pods, Paul?
US only, mate.
He's rocking in the little violins now.
US only. No, I just have points, but the stuff that I can get, I can only get from I can only send to America.
George Farmer's in the house, buddy.
Hello, George. How are you doing? So everyone, George Farmer, if you're into fresh water, he's like the UK #1 aquascaper. Yep. Welcome, George. This is just like a pop-up. We'll do a bit of a reef chat thing while I'm eating cookies. That's what I do. Yeah. It's just miss me feeding all my tank and all. Like the unconventional way. See, I think what it is when you feed your tank anyway, I think you get used to the amount of stuff that you put in. So you'd have to pull the little spoon out, doing all the little spoon. Yeah, tea guy name is Benny. Oh, George Farmer just thrown a super chat in. George, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. I'll buy you a coffee when I come down.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate.
Paul, what do you mean? They're giving out free tea and coffee.
Listen to the hey, I've even got my brother-in-law who owns a bakery to do all the sandwiches for the day.
No way.
Yeah. So we should be bringing like 6 full trays of sandwiches down.
So you're going to feed me as well?
There'll be food. Like I said, we was thinking about getting a burger van. Do you know, like I own a burger van and that?
Yeah.
Well, like, an upfront cost, they want £600.
Yeah, they do.
But the money that they get on the day then is yours. Do you know what I mean? So you pay basically for the burger van.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a hot day. And who's going to want burgers and that on a hot day?
No, that's it.
So yeah, we're going to be bringing. There'll be food, drink. We're going to get some cold drinks and all, because obviously it's going to be a warm day.
Yeah.
It's going to be. You're in a fish shop, so the humidity is going to be high. So you'll be warm. So we've got drinks, food. Like I said, there's going to be George doing a aquascaping demo. We've got Senai there with a booth. We've got ATM there with a booth. And Oh no, TMC are not going to be there.
I thought I saw a post saying there was
Cruise has just thrown $100 in just because George Farmer is here. Cruise, wow! Thank you very, very much.
That was a pity donation, I think, mate.
Do you know what? Cruise has always been the #1 donor to my channel. Always has been. Him and Woody. But Cruz, thank you very much. Very, very much appreciated. You see that, Paul? I definitely see that. I think everyone's seen that. I need to get myself some gold leaf cookies.
Whoa. That's Woody's money.
Woody money, that. Cruz money. That's Cruz said, welcome to George Farmer from Elegant Corals in Chicago.
Not often he name drops that one, is it? Must be a special day.
Did you not see it the other week? Did you not watch my live stream the other week?
Yeah.
Well, I got donation after donation after donation, and it wasn't 10, 20, 30.
Oh, is this the
hundreds?
Where it was like,
hundreds. Yeah. Well, it ended up working out at over $1,000 after YouTube took their money.
Yeah.
And it would have been $2,000 nearly.
That's what you're going to get your coral box out of, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm still on edge at the minute because Red Sea are bringing that one out. And do you know what? And I don't like Red Sea, but
no, yeah,
the dorsal looks good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it's only going to be not much difference between that and the coral box, I prefer to get that. If one, I'd have more warranty on it because the coral box, you've got to get them. It's a weird one, isn't it?
Well, coral box classes as a Chinese, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
that's the thing.
When I order it, it's from the EU, so you still need to be EU law. You know what I mean? And if I buy it, I could buy it off PayPal. I'll be guaranteeing the money back if it breaks anyway.
Yeah. sometimes
Tell
I
you
would
what,
go for
It's
those.
made my day, mate. Yeah, it's just made my day again. It always makes my day, cruise, you know.
And it's only a Monday.
And it's a Monday cruise. Do you know the thing is though? It's like me, like I said, everyone, and I always appreciate everyone that gives me money. I've never, you don't hear me call people names on my channel. I never, ever, ever do it. Never want to do it. And I don't like people calling people names on the channel. Let me just get that one out. But when it comes to donations, 100% of it always goes back on my Reef. I'm not just blowing like saying it. All goes back on this. And every month it pays for me Triton, it pays for me tests, you know, all that. And every month I get sometimes just enough because you've got to wait a £60 bracket from YouTube to get it. And what we're on now, the 21st, and I was still about 30 quid short. Do you know if we're getting the 60 quid?
Yeah.
So that cruise has done that. It's definitely enough for next month, so where I can get me other stuff. I still need to buy fish and that, but I'm old enough because I'm going to the expo. I want to buy it from there.
Yeah, you want the discount?
It's not the discount. It's I don't go to LFS's, me.
Yeah, no.
Very rarely. Very rarely. But I always buy me like food and that. Do you know, like because I buy frozen, so I've got to go to the LFS for that. I like buy pods and things like that. But so that's the LFS I want to buy it from.
Well,
and
I'm
again, try.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, Paul. I'm going for the discount.
You're going what?
I'm going for the discount. I'm going for the discount. I've been saving everything for a year of what I need to buy. Just going on bare minimum.
Cruise. Look, public Xena tank. Do you know what, Cruise? Do you know what I might do? I don't know if it will work, but Cruise will be able to tell us anyway. Under the light that I've got under my Refugium, would I be able to put Xenia in the Refugium? One, it's a good filter feeder, but will the light support it?
They're a low light. They're one of the basics, aren't they?
Honestly, if it worked, I'd get it and I'd put it in my Refugium. I'd let it spread and fill my Refugium up.
My thing is, my understanding on it is it doesn't.
What would worry me? If some broke off and it got through and went into my main display, and took hold.
Yeah.
That would worry me. Oh, Seymour, are you listening? Your instant plankton is on its way. Seymour wants me to email the link. Give me a sec, Seymour. Do you just want the proper link, Seymour? Yeah. Right, 1% people. Let's just email this to Seymour. Come on. So, done. It would also break off and find its way through, so Ailey said that too. Sponges, do you know what? Sponges, I definitely won't mind a few sponges. I've got loads of sponges growing in my system at the minute. So sponges, I've got like blue ones, orange ones. Like some of them that took a good foothold. I'll tell you what, I
wonder where they come from, doesn't it? Really, some.
I've got some John Deere Leptostrava, would it? Ooh. A massive chunk of it. Like I say, it's an expensive coral in the UK, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
But look at the size of this that I've got for him. Can you see that through the camera there? Yeah. Oh, look at the size of that.
Come on, open up. Open up. My phone's decided to fuck about.
Even I'm a bit behind on YouTube, so let's just click the live button.
Yeah, what's up, Paul?
Hello. There's
me,
Woody's John Deere Leptostraea. I'd say it's about 1.5 inches long by 1 inch wide.
Wow.
In the UK, that's about 70, 80 quid's worth.
Easily.
Timo,
yo.
I've just got the email saying that your stuff's been delivered.
Ah,
You should get it soon.
yeah, I'm excited about that.
Oh, and you know, we always talk about curry people. Timo didn't know that McDonald's over here do curry sauce.
1 minute.
Hello?
You forgot your driving licensing. Okay, just hang up on me. Oh, shit.
That's you talking to your dog. Does it?
Right. What do you mean, do you need it? You need to put your photograph in it, and I told you to take it to the post office.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We don't need to hear Paul and his daughter. The McCurry. Hey, what's up, Asa? Hey, Asa, did you ever get that thing sorted? The gyres? Hangouts on my phone has been crashing. I don't know why. It's been acting really funny. Hey, Ellie, what's up? Let me read what Crew's been saying. Pods the other day and dumped them straight into the tank. Was this the correct thing to do?
I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, I was talking to my daughter.
And the settling particulates through the slow flow refugium. Think of fuge to export nitrate and phosphate, not coral fuge. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in my fuge. I sent Paul a picture the other day where I keep a bag of carbon in my sump. So I took out the carbon to change the other day, and it had, what did it have, bristleworms on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, I have a bunch of bristleworms, a bunch of stuff in my fuge, but I'm okay with that. That's where that stuff is supposed to be.
Yeah, when it comes to bristleworms, I love them. Do you know, especially like when they're in your sump, or even if they're in, I love them in my sandbed. Do you know, like, I love them seeing them at night time coming out cleaning up. To me, they're one of the best cleaners.
But if the wrasses see them,
oh, food.
all right.
Spaghetti.
So I need to look at night to see if I see them at night. What do you use, like a red light, or what do you look at night to see if they're out at night?
Honestly, right, the best way to see them, because you know they're quick anyway, I usually just turn my torch on my phone and lift it up, and then you see them all moving, because there's nothing moves in your tank at night. Corals usually, like LPS usually retracts. Fish are all asleep, so when you see things move, you can see them moving. Do you know what I mean? Like pulling themselves back into the rocks. It's good to see.
I think someone told me if you use like a red light.
Red flashlight, hunter's light, map light.
Yeah. Yep. Red light, they can't see red, can they? That's what it is. What you could do, if you got a bit of clean film, and just colour it in red. Do you know where your light is? And just turn your phone light into a red light, or a bit of sellotape on the back of your camera. You know the light on your phone.
Yeah.
And just colour it in red.
Yeah, or stretch a red balloon or something over.
Yeah. As long as you get in there. But I just usually turn my light on the camera on, the phone camera, and have a look in. I see them all moving. Right, so we're talking about Xenia here, which we were talking about. So Ailey said that it'll go through.
Using it in the sump.
Yeah, 1 minute. That's my wife now. Hello. Hey, yeah.
You run a Fuge, Craig?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I run it on both tanks actually, the 20 and the 120.
Yeah, I love Refugiums.
Mine's not doing the greatest. I think it's the lighting, right? Because I'm just using a Walmart desk lamp with a 60-watt equivalent LED bulb.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been going good, but lately I've kind of noticed the algae is a bit dark. It's not as light. So I think I got a flow issue that I got to work with. So we'll see. I'm just making little steps. Go ahead.
Sometimes, though, because when you buy these really expensive Chaeto reactors, they come with supplements. And to me, that was the first kind of I think I had this conversation with Cruz a couple of times where that is the first sign to me that I noticed that maybe I use this. Because when I use these Chaeto reactors, I'm used to like building them.
Right.
You notice that they work well for a couple of months, especially if you're not doing a lot of work on the tank. You notice they work well for a couple of months, and then the algae doesn't start doing well. And then when I got this Pax Bellum, it came with like iron and molybdenum and a bunch of other supplements.
Right.
And I noticed that once you start dripping those in the tank, it started doing better. But I think sometimes Chaeto on some of these algae, you get like iron and other things, especially if they started doing well at first, and you're not doing water. So sometimes you have to get these little supplements to like drip them in. Because that's one of the things I think, Paul, you said like the difference between like Triton other methods and the core 7 is like iron and a couple other elements, right?
Iron and iodine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start dripping trace elements first just to see if that makes a difference. Just real light drip, I'll do it once a week and drip it over the course of a day, and see if that starts to improve things. And if it does, then I know it's probably the iron iodine combo. Yeah.
Cruz has just spent $4.5 grand on a puppet. Cruz, does it shit dollars?
Yeah, and he just shit $100 into your super chat, buddy.
Oh, no. Well done. That'll be there for an hour, that.
Oh, has it? I wasn't there when I left. I had to drive the wife to work, so.
Yeah, when you get 100, it stays on for an hour.
Oh.
There's iron, iodine. I dose iron, iodine all the time. Yeah, and I test for it. See, that's the best thing here, sir, because a lot of people don't test for it. A lot of people don't test for it.
No,
Please give me a bell in a bit. I want to chat with you in a bit.
Asa said I dose iron and iodine all the time. Okay.
It seems to keep the Chaeto in better shape. So
see, a lot of people that run Triton, they don't like using the full Triton method. For that reason, what they prefer to do is use the other methods because it's got less iron and iodine, which causes algae to grow slower. But in your refugium, it's using what's in there because actually it's still there, just not an higher concentrate. But because you're dosing it every day, there's enough for the Chaeto, but not enough for your tank. And it seems to be that everyone seems to be going that way and not using the full Triton method.
And the other thing is, when I was using the method and I was using a Chaeto reactor, I don't think, while the Chaeto reactor was growing aggressively enough to keep the nutrients low, I don't think there was this big algae bed that was soaking up, all the extra nutrients. So what happened is I would get these weird algae growing in my display. It wasn't anything bad. It wasn't nuisance algae, but the rocks would have a little bit of, and once I switched, when I was using a Chaeto reactor, once I switched to the other methods, all that stuff, some urchins, that stuff cleared up and never came back. But yeah, so it could be that, Craig. I mean, I think if I have a low nutrient tank, I'm not doing water change like that weekly or monthly or whatever water changes. I'm not doing that. So I think sometimes the Chaeto just, would just die after a while. I see that a lot. I'm having my nano tank now, actually, because I'm not doing Triton. I'm just doing ESV. So what happens is So it's just that I don't want to do it today. I think I'd rather leave. What I'm going to do, I'm leaving for a week. So I've had so many stuff happens when I make changes to the tank before I leave. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a big water change today. And then when I come back, start, maybe looking to dose that iron/iodine thing. I don't want to do it today and then I'm leaving tomorrow and then something goes wrong and I'm not here.
Right. Yeah, it's difficult when you get into that, because the simple fact of the matter is that when we do leave our tanks for any length of time and you made a change beforehand, you're not there to monitor it. And you trust, I trust my wife, but at the same token, she doesn't look after the tanks like that. So,
yeah. I trust my wife to do everything but empty a skimmer cup. But asking her to, look at the corals for like iodine or something, I think I'm asking for trouble if I do that.
Yeah.
Seymour, what I'm thinking, you know what? What is it? It's 1 and 2 or 8? Yeah, 1 and 2 in the Triton. That's what contains iodine and iron. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So what I'm thinking is, if you bought a set of other methods and you bought a set of the Triton methods, could you not mix all them liquids together so it dilutes the iron and iodine that's in 1 and 2?
You could. I mean, I have both now. You could.
Because it'll dilute it, so you're not dosing like the full amount of iron and iodine, but you're dosing, and well, you know that the other methods is giving you enough, but you've got that little bit of a boost to get your like Cheto growing quicker. Mixing it will give you that little bit more, but not the full whack. Because what I might do is buy the full Triton next time and mix them.
I think if you have a decent size Refugium, though, because my Refugium isn't that big. It's only, I think it's 8 to 10 gallons on a 75-gallon tank. So I think if you have a decent size Refugium, you should be all right.
Yeah, because I've done mine. What? Did I do it 12 inches? I did it 12 inches, didn't I? Wide for you. Say hello to Seymour.
Yeah.
She said, hey. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Turn around and wave. Hello. There you
go. They're going to dip the toe. That the daughter or is that the wife?
That's the wife.
Oh, well, you should tell her that I thought she was the daughter.
Why did you say Seymour?
Because she likes you.
Oh. That's going to get me in trouble.
I don't know. I'm not a weatherman. She just said, why is it so hot in the living room? I said, I don't know. I'm not a weatherman.
Anyway.
Yeah, I might do that then. Or I might just buy myself an iodine test and a iron test and dose it myself. As and when.
I got to get a new nitrate test. Mine actually just ran out. So.
In fact, I'm actually going to buy a sulfur nitrate test. Shih Tzu. That's expensive. $4.5 grand. Full pedigree. Fun keyring, why not? Yeah. Well, I'm glad Cruz is better anyway. Hello, Seymour.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Yesterday, before they went out yesterday for the puppy? Day before? Saturday? I want to say it was Saturday. Was it? Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was yesterday. I thought he went out. I don't remember.
When was I on your stream? What day was that?
Saturday.
Oh, I seen him last Saturday. Like I say, he didn't look well then. He looked a bit drawn.
Yeah. Sunday he was looking much better. He was sitting out in the sun, actually enjoying the weather and talking about going to get the dog. So that's it. Yeah, so it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing better. Better and better all the time.
Good. See that look? So you look at my tank now, there's nori in there. Hello, Jeff. Jeff's in. You should see the tank still eating at the rocks. So I don't put seaweed in every day, you see. So they're used to just going around the rock, cleaning the rocks. I think in most people's tanks, that small little sheet that I put in, they eat it in no time at all. But if you look, mine's still there. Cruz, check your email. I've emailed you the proper link, so you should be able to get onto it with that.
Paul, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate.
I think there's something wrong with Hangouts. With Hangouts mobile.
Oh, it's the link. It's the link. So it's asking you to sign in now.
Yep.
Yeah, you've got to sign in again. So instead of going straight to it now, it makes you sign in again for some reason.
Yeah, and then just drops you in Hangouts instead of dropping you into the one that you're going to. Yeah. So you got to email people. That's why I sent you in the good old Facebook there, Seymour. Just drop me your email. I'll add it to my list so that I don't have to ask, right?
Oh, what is it?
Yep, Woody.
Woody. So Woody.
Is Woody recovering from the royal wedding?
Yeah, again, I'll show everyone the picture of Woody at the royal wedding. So if anybody missed it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
You all right, mate?
Hey, what's up, OG?
How you guys doing?
Good, you?
All right.
Yeah, again, I'll show everyone the picture of Woody at the royal wedding. Someone's got YouTube playing in the background. If anybody missed it.
Sorry.
Right, hang on. If everyone looks at my screen. Right, look at that. There's Sir Woody in the background there. Look, there's Woody. Look at the royal wedding. You know, doing his duty like he does. So everyone wave to Woody. Hello, Sir Woody.
So your event is this weekend, Paul?
Yeah, this weekend.
All right. Good luck to you guys.
Cheers, mate. Hopefully it'll go well.
Yeah, it should. I'm sure you guys over there have been yearning for something like that.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, hopefully like I said, this year, there's not people bringing corals or things like that, but hopefully next year we can get like the frag swap and all that going along, you know, with it.
Right.
So we can make it a bigger event, hopefully, cross fingers.
Okay. Was it, how many days is it?
Oh, it's just a day, just doing it one day.
Okay.
Like we did it last year, and it was small. It was like in a small LFS. We did it there. This year we've done it in London, so we've done it in the capital, and it's a bigger LFS. Like I said, you got George Farmer's coming, who jumped in before through super chat again. Thank you, George Farmer. He's going to be. He's a freshwater guy. We've got saltwater and freshwater coming. He's going to be doing. He's the UK number one aquascaper.
Right. He's the plant.
Yeah. So he's going to be there doing it like a little. He's going to be doing a demo. So he's going to be doing all the demos on that. Like I said, we've got Senai there. We've got ATM there. So they're turning up. It should be good.
Okay.
Discounts on the day for everyone. There'll be food, drink. Should be good. Cruise. If I haven't been in it, I can't see it. Glad I did it after I could finally come in stream, Paul. Normally into work. Well, thank you for coming, Jeff. Seymour is like a yo-yo. He's in and out like a yo-yo.
Yeah, he's having trouble.
Yeah. Seymour, if you're on your phone, just make sure you like when it drops out, make sure you swipe it to like take it off the apps that you've been using already. So like start it afresh. Have you emailed it to him again yet, Greg?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I did send it. Yeah, elegantcorals.ca@gmail.com.
Oi, oi, oi.
That's the one. I know it says when I do it, his little logo comes up on the Gmail. Tyler, stop. Your dog's allergic to grass, so she's rubbing all over grass.
Yep, that works.
There you go, buddy. Hey.
Thank you, Craig.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You, Paul.
Like I have no experience with Hangouts screwing up.
Did you not get my email,
I did.
Cruz?
Yeah, I did, but it says view conversation. If I wasn't in it, it won't show you.
That's weird, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I've been using Discord, but I have issues that I've been working with, and I'm like, yeah, because I have to teach you guys if you have no experience with it. Like I know Deathmage does, right? But other people, you have to go in and actually set it up when you get it. So it'd be like downloading Hangouts. You know how it asks you for the camera, but it's all kind of very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Janky.
Yeah, it's different in there. It's not like in here where here it is and then click and you're done. It's you have to go in and actually find it. So I prefer not to do that to people, but I'm working on it to see if I can script it out. That bang, it just does it to those I add, right?
Exactly, a click button.
Yeah,
click button on a macro or something.
Hey, Cruz, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How about you guys?
All right. So you recovering pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, doing all right. The wife and the son wanted to get a puppy dog, so got a puppy dog.
Okay. When you going back to work?
Yeah. Don't know yet.
When he's better.
I gotta get cleared. I gotta get cleared by the freaking physician.
Right.
They want to make sure that I'm not bleeding. Yeah.
You're on vacation.
Dude,
or something
they freaking resuscitated me twice.
Oh wow.
My heart was arrhythmic and then it stopped twice. I was down to about 2.5, 2.6 hemoglobin instead of the typical 12 and 13 for adult males.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, they're like, why didn't you pass out? Why weren't you comatose? I was like, well, I was drinking my oxygenated water.
Oxygenated water.
he was bubbling.
I mean, I have one at work in my office, and then a lot of people drink it too. And boy, I mean, you're talking about productivity levels going freaking up because everybody's awake. Versus I mean, I didn't buy the machine. The freaking company did because I told them about it. So yeah, I think they dropped close to like about 14 grand on that freaking system. But yeah, oxygen tank and everything. 99.9% purity. 99.99% purity oxygen.
So Cruz, I'm sorry. I saw you in the hospital, but I never exactly knew what happened initially. What initially happened?
Oh, I had ulcers for a long time.
Okay.
And I thought I had it. I thought I had it under control after the first surgery. That was probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then lately, with the company, and I think you guys are familiar with it. We merged with a larger biopharmaceutical. So I was just freaking concentrating on that. I forgot to eat, forgot to take care of myself. Just working my ass off. Trying to get, hit deadlines and stuff, get my bonuses. And, to help the freaking company actually acquire that, acquire their goals. So, yeah, I've been working around the clock 18 hours a day. And then jumping on the stream jumping on the stream when I can.
Right.
Just to say hi to you guys. But, yeah, I think I almost killed myself this time. Too close. So
well, listen, they say everything happens for a reason, so you take this one and you learn from it and you move forward doing the right thing.
Exactly. But last time I was down to 4 hemoglobin. This time I went well below that. You know what I'm saying? And I have to drive freaking 75 miles back from there. And then I was throwing up a lot of blood, on the freeway too. So I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, something's wrong.
And so I was like, oh, you know what? It's probably a freaking, stomach bug or something like that. So I went home, fell asleep. The next morning, because the wife works at night, she's a nurse. When she came home, she tried to wake me up. I wasn't awake.
Oh, wow.
But I was still, my heart and my body were still trying to fight Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like corals, where anything in this world tries to want to friggin' stay alive.
Right. Everything comes back to corals.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we all came from the ocean at one point in time. Our bodies run very, very similar levels to the ocean. We dose our freaking our reef tanks with all these vitamins and amino acids, and what do we do for ourselves? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? We forget about ourselves, and we treat our tanks a lot better than we do ourselves sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of times we're more ignorant about what we need for ourselves than we do about other things.
Absolutely. And
we'll take all the time and the research and the money to make our hobby, our tank, or this or that the best in the world, but then we ignore our own bodies.
Yep, exactly. And if you're not here, who's going to take care of the tank? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, whatever you do, don't take your freaking health and your family for granted. I learned that one again, and I'm changing my freaking attitude on that again for the second time. Really trying to quit smoking this time around. I still do currently, but it's a habit. I mean, I only smoke maybe 2 or 3 cigarettes a day, but
Can
still, it's a bad habit.
Can I share something with you?
Absolutely.
I used to smoke a pack and a half at my worst, maybe 2 packs a day.
Yep, 2.5 packs for me too before.
Yeah, until 1999 New Year's Eve, 5 or 10 minutes before the ball dropped, I smoked 2 cigarettes back to back. I threw the patch on, and I've never smoked again since.
I'll try that. I'll try that this time again.
Yeah, because when you use the patch, it's almost like a heroin addict using methadone. When you use it right, you no longer want to use methadone. I mean, heroin, or you no longer want to smoke a cigarette. You just don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth a try.
Okay. No, absolutely. I know that I still have a lot of things to go and to give back to this freaking world. I mean, otherwise the big man wouldn't have saved my ass a couple of thousand times already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, this is only this situation, but I've been in bad accidents. All my life, and it's not my fault. Somebody would T-bone me at a freaking intersection, or you know what I'm saying, or slipping on the freaking road because I was hydroplaning a little bit because of the flood. But yeah, I mean, that big man upstairs has something for me. Otherwise I don't think I would be here. I think I have a purpose, another purpose.
Indeed.
So whether or not it's God, Allah, whatever his name is, because I think that all religions are, all the good ones anyways, are related in some way or another. Do you know what I'm saying? If you take a look at the Torah, you take a look at the Quran, you take a look at the Bible, and there's a lot of parallels to it. And you're like, well, why are we fighting then? Because of interpretation, because of
ideals,
for bubbling, and
for bubbling.
Yeah. Why are we arguing just because you don't understand, or just because you didn't interpret it, the same way I did? I think it's pointless. Sorry, I've gone philosophical again. I'm sorry, guys.
It's that chunk of brain you dropped. Remember, we said you pulled the Johnny Mnemonic.
I don't know what the fuck they did, but I got a little cut in the back of my neck that they freaking stitched up. That they said, "Oh, I fell." So I don't know. Somebody must have implanted something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Are you missing work a lot?
No, I'm still working from home.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, just making sure my team is doing well. I'm checking in every day.
Right.
After the whole surgery stuff, and I started recovering. I called in. My boss knows. He goes, dude. He goes, we're gonna come visit you. I was like, don't worry about it. And I said, that's over freaking 70 miles away. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. no point in, you know, wasting time. I said, I'm here. I'll be back soon. So.
Right.
And my team also, the guys that work for me, a lot of the senior electrical engineers and controls engineers, you know, call me daily to see how I'm doing, and you know, asking me questions and just giving them pointers on how to do it, how to phrase certain things, how to write up a friggin' proposal and stuff like that. You know, just training them as well in work.
Right.
So I guess that's one of the reasons why, when it comes down to the reefing hobby again, you know, I'm pretty patient. I don't get butt hurt, you know, over somebody telling me that they don't believe me. I've got a friggin' tank and a friggin' business to friggin' prove that I do. I've got the corals to show. I've got fish that are friggin' just fat, you know, growing too fast sometimes. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, skeptics will be skeptics, and if they don't believe and they can't see it for themselves what we're doing, it's not for me to teach them basic science all over again.
This is not a fearful shrimp.
No, it's not. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
Hello, Lawrence. Just saying hello. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, listen.
No.
Glad you're okay. That's all I wanted to tell you.
That's what matters.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you guys for checking up on me again, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, Craig. Had a question for you. About maybe 2 months ago, I think it was on a Saturday, and you had a guy on your stream who had a tank that had a real bad, I think it was called hair algae, and he was actually thinking about shutting down his tank because there's nothing he could do to fix it.
No, yes, there is. There is.
Yeah, hold on one second, Cruz. It was me, you, and Aaron's. We were trying to give him advice. We even told him about what CJ did with the blackout. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I do. Yeah, actually, I do. That was, what was his name? Oh, I don't remember his name. But he's been back in since. He's doing all right. Oh man, I have to go back and check through the streams. Right. But he did pop in. It was really quick again too.
Okay.
And I remember mentioning it. Oh, that was, what's his face? That was oh man, it's eluding me right now, but I know who you were talking about. And but he says it's starting to come under control. Right? He came in and actually thanked us all.
Do you know what he did?
He bubbled like we told him to. He blacked out like CJ and you were recommending. He did that for 3 days just to kind of knock it back.
Gotcha.
And then I think Cruz, you were there too. We were telling him, and he could drip a little hydrogen peroxide really slow, and that would help him out too, right? And apparently, you know, it's basically a combination of everybody's technique, right? Is what we were telling him. And man, I'll have to go back and look and get his name, but he says he's getting it under control. So. That's all he kind of said, and he was gone, right? I didn't get to really talk to him.
Yeah, that was that he ran into your stream and us because he was getting ready to shut it down, and that would have been totally unnecessary.
Right, exactly. I tell nobody, don't shut down. You don't need to. You know, you try and recommend to people, you know, and some people just get so despondent they just don't care. You know, they just got to that point, and that's the hard part. You know, you're not going to convince. You know, it's like I said, don't jump. You know what I mean? You don't need to jump. It's never that bad, right? But yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you know, yeah, the whole thing kind of like what Craig was talking about is driving up the oxygen levels. If the plants don't have enough CO2, including green hair algae, if it doesn't have enough CO2, it's not going to grow.
Nope.
Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes like, oh, you know, bubbling is going to kill everything. I was like, yeah, just the freaking green hair algae and all the other freaking bad bacteria. You know, because bad bacteria also likes anaerobic conditions. Really, really funny. It's a lot of the necrosis type of bacteria, you know, kind of like the stuff that causes RTN, STN, and a lot of these other common tank problems. And I don't get it. I don't get why oxygenating and aerating your system became so taboo. But yeah. More than
the old wives' tale. I was actually talking with a few people about that. The getting Popeye when you bubble a tank, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, people bubble their freshwater tanks all the time, and that's not an issue. What are you talking about, right? Like, where's that come from? And it's just it's there in the mythos.
Well, the thing was that when when a lot of the originals, the guys that I reefed with before, when we left for a while and we took a sabbatical, Lang took a break, Mike Paletta took a break, from posting on stream. Steve did as well. So did Eric Vornman for a while, and he disappeared. Once they disappeared, there's this group of people that think that they're the best. Do you know what I'm saying? That were left. And they spread a lot of misconception and a lot of misinformation. And that's one of the reasons why they taught people how to reef with fear. And I was like, holy crap. So when we came back, they started fighting all of us again. You saw them fighting Steve Tyree. You saw them talking crap about freaking Mike. You saw them talk crap about Lang and myself. You know what I'm saying? And Julian, my business partner. And I mean, we've been in this freaking hobby for about 30 plus years, each. And it's like, who the hell are these guys that are like, 20, 25, 24, 23, 22 years in the freaking hobby telling us that they were the ones who started it? I mean, they haven't, and they weren't. They never imported freaking corals the way that we did. We had all the brown shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We had the shit that freaking died on us, like almost every other month. I mean, we struggled. We had no protein skimmer. We had underground filters. We had freaking power heads. We had external freaking Pan Am pumps from the freaking large systems. But, I mean, once again, what the fuck do I know, right? They know it all.
Well, listen, anytime somebody in power goes away for a minute, there's going to be somebody to replace you. And when they come in, they have their own ideas. And, hey.
Creates a vacuum.
Yep. Is that Seymour in there?
Hey, Seymour. Hey, Seymour.
Triton.
Come on, bro. I'm not that now. It's too early.
No, you got to say Apex. Right.
Brother, what's up, baby? What's good?
Nothing, man. Working, man. Working.
Listen, there's only one thing worse than work. No work. No work.
You're going to say no work.
Oh.
Yeah, this old timer said that to me, and I never let that go because it's just so true.
There's one thing less than work, no work. You know what? You're right, man. I'm gonna believe you on that one. I'm gonna roll with you on that one.
Yeah, only one thing worse than work is no work.
Yep. I'm gonna roll with you on that one.
Lawrence, I don't believe there's a way to build a freshwater protein skimmer because what's the word I'm looking for? It's a lack of surface tension compared to salt water. So there's no way to actually cause that foam. What you can do is surface skim to get rid of that and run it through your filtration. So if you and that's why some are starting to get into sumps because the oxygenation issue was a thing too. But there's ways to get around that, right? So we can get Did Cruise go away? Cruise went away. We were talking about that the other day. Sorry, what was it? I'm like DM. I'm a freshwater racist. I don't like freshwater tanks, right? And I got nothing against them. I just, we joke about that. I just don't know enough about it. So,
same as me.
I ran freshwater for a year, but it was to learn for saltwater. I always wanted to do saltwater.
Yeah.
Always wanted to do saltwater. So that was my yeah.
So you did what I did. I did a freshwater tank. When this is boring, I'm doing saltwater and took the plunge. Yeah. Or was it different for you, Seymour? It's I
always wanted a saltwater tank, but the thing is, I was scared. I mean, I think it's a little bit like what Cruz was saying, where whoever, I don't even remember who, but the elephant. that sort of try to get me into it. I think, I almost felt like I'm gonna kill everything if I gone into it. So I started to do freshwater first to, to sort of get into the rhythm of it. If I had to, I would have gone straight into salt water. I would have gone straight into water.
Yeah, for me, it was seeing a saltwater tank at the local fish shop in Fredericton, and it stuck big time. Seeing that lionfish in that tank stuck, and then everything else just didn't throw me. I always wanted to do saltwater, so.
I went into saltwater because my missus is a snob.
She's a snob? Is she snobby? She's snobby? Mummy?
We did go for a freshwater tank when I first set up. But then they wanted Nemo fish, like you do. So we ended up getting saltwater, knowing nothing about it at the time. But now I do, so I'm good. I'm just seeing what salad I need to get from the shop. But yeah. But now I've got saltwater, I won't go back.
Well, and, Lawrence makes a good point, and I agree with it. Keeping a freshwater planted tank with the hearts it's more difficult. Yeah.
Yep, I've heard that.
No,
again, you've got to dose with all that, haven't you? Keep all in balance.
Yeah, big time dosing. Yeah. And I'll tell you, if you set up a saltwater tank and you put an apex on it, you can pretty much just walk away.
That'll be all right, won't it?
Yeah. Wait. I just caught that. You said if you put up a saltwater tank and put an apex on it, you can walk away.
Yeah, I'm joking, buddy. You kind of can, though. I mean, he could walk away for a week at a time and have most of it automated and just do his maintenance, weekly. I wouldn't say you could go much longer than that, but I mean, that would come down to your ATO too, like your reservoir. How big is it? That kind of thing, right?
Sorry, that's just my missus making that noise.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that. What do you think, O? If you automated up quite a bit with an apex, you could go quite a bit without hands-oning the tank, could you not?
I can. Let me think. Let me give me a second. I can. I don't need to feed every day because I've taken out all the fish that require kind of specialty or frozen every day or every other day.
Right.
I don't run filter socks. Stuff goes right into the refugium. I don't have to empty the refugium until every 3 weeks to a month. So the only maintenance I probably need to do is right now my phosphates are a little high, so I'm skimming kind of wet. So I guess I need to empty the protein skimmer about every week to 10 days. But other than that, I need to refill my ATO every 2 weeks. So I think I can probably, if I needed to, I think I can go 2 weeks without touching the tank, without doing anything. And the fish will be fine. Everybody will be fine.
And then in your mind, how much work would it be after that 2 weeks?
2 weeks. So after that 2 weeks, it would be culling a few inches of Chaeto. It would be cleaning the skimmer cup. Mm-hmm. It would be refilling the ATO. I have a hunt, so probably it's not intense work, but it'll take I would say 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how long it would take to you hook up the RODI and then 2 hours later it makes 20 gallons and the thing is full. But I'm gonna say 2 hours because I have to pay attention to it. I don't have to sit there and watch it. So 2 hours every 2 weeks, I would say, and it's not intense work. That 2 hours is mostly waiting for the RODI to fill my ATO container.
Yep, that sounds good. That feels right. And then Lawrence, I guess for your end, it would be that initial setup might be the big one for you, because that does require a little attention.
I think initially, a lot of tanks require, more. I think what you found is as a tank matures, it usually needs less maintenance or less filtration. But I'm a big fan.
I do virtually nothing now.
Yeah.
It's so
no
easy.
way, Paul.
So easy.
No, freaking reefing's hard. You're supposed to be sweating. You're supposed to be checking up on it every day. You're supposed to check it every 3 hours, because that's how a lot of these fearful reefers reef. You know, because something might, instantaneously combust inside your freaking tank. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was sarcasm.
Well, being a little facetious, are we?
So I'm saying, I think
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I try not taking this freaking hobby too seriously.
I was going to say, I think when you first start off, it is difficult because I think you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you don't know what you're doing, everything's hard when you don't know what. Yeah, everything's hard when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, that goes true for almost everything. You know what I'm saying? When you're first doing something you've never done before.
What's the saying? It's easy when you know how.
Exactly. Or have somebody that could actually walk you through it. Once again,
I think this is the bad problem. Yeah, but that's the problem with this hobby though, Cruz. Right? There's that many ways that people reef. If you're going to listen to someone, what you need is mentor, not 20.
See, but the thing is, that I could reef almost everything.
People reef differently.
But the thing is, I could reef Triton. I could reef, Red Sea methods. I could reef, all these other different ways, water changes. I could tell them an optimal way to actually do it, depending on what they're having in their system. And I think it has to come down to the experience level. I mean, even Steve could do it, and Mike can do it. If they want to change a method, we can very, very easily. And I think that a lot of the people who are just stuck in one path, they're the ones that can't open their mind to other probabilities. Do you know what I'm saying?
You see what it is? It's like if someone comes to me and asks me a question, and I tell them how to do it, right? Or I tell them the way I know how to do it. Then they might go away, listen to someone else does it a different way, and then they try to combine the two, and it ends up buggering it up. So what they need to do is stick to one. And just
absolutely. Listen to yeah, especially when it comes down to reefroids too. They have a lot of heavy hands out there, and then they go, oh my God, freaking reefroids, it's horrible. It freaking caused green hair algae outbreaks in my freaking system.
Have you seen, did you just see what I did before? Did you watch the video before, Cruz?
Which one?
Did you watch what I said in my tank a minute ago?
No, not yet.
Right, well, watch it back in a bit, and you'll see what I did with reefroids. I just literally poured it, like a big chunk of it in. I mixed it with some of that, the Easy Reef stuff. And I put 2 cubes of food in. Amino acids. All this is in one jug. Amino acids in a jug. And I mixed it all up and just dumped it in my tank. Because, like I said, I know my system and I know what it can handle. Where's it gone?
I think sometimes when you're new, you don't know what heavy-handed is,
Yeah. Sorry, just chopping some salad. Yeah, it's like I know what my system can handle. So I know, obviously, I know what's too much, but I know what's not enough. So when people see me do it, they're like, whoa, you shouldn't be putting all that in. But I know it's okay. You know what I mean?
All right, Paul, I'm going to jump
and
off.
All I've seen over the last 4 weeks, Seymour, is my nitrates and phosphates drop. So I know I'm feeding well.
Yep. I agree.
Indeed.
I think there was rising, like, too much.
Well, that's what testing's for, right? If you do something, you make a change, that's when you definitely want to be testing. Just to see.
Well, that's what we do on Tuesdays, isn't it?
Exactly, ain't it? Testing Tuesday.
Test Tuesday. Every Tuesday, test Tuesday. Let me get back onto the chat. I'm actually cutting the salad up here, people. So, Michael's in. Michael, I actually sent you the link via email, so you should have it on your email.
if you want to come in. So we've got Woody's back in. Woody's most probably just got up. Still hungover from the weekend, so Woody.
Oi, so I gotta go run. Thanks for having me. You guys have a good day. OG, everybody in the chat, have a good day. I will be streaming, but it'll be much later today. I gotta run up. I got a family thing I gotta do. So everybody take care.
See you later, Craig.
Later, taters.
Seymour. So Seymour's not there now. Well, this is going well. I'm on my own. What the fudge? One sec, please. I'm back. Oh, okay, I'm not. My phone's not working. There we go. Right. Yep. Anyone want to jump in the chat or what? Because it looks really quiet. Anyone want me to send the link out? If it stays quiet, I'll shut it down. The way the cookie crumbles. Can you send me the link? Yeah. Jeff, send me your email. Cheers, Dave. Yeah, Jeff, if you send me your email, I could do it on the through the Hangouts direct, because it doesn't seem to be working the other way. For some people, anyway. I think if you're on iPhone, it'll work. Android, I don't think it's working that well. What I could do is send every type of link out. So we'll send. If it asks you to sign in, just sign in again. So I think that's what they're actually doing at the minute. So there's the normal link. There's the redirect link. There's that link. And so there's 4 different links there. One of them should work. Right, Jeff sent me an email. Have you? He has. One second, Jeff. Hey, Dev.
Morning. How are you?
Good, good.
Excellent. What's happening this morning?
Trying to get this link out to Jeff.
Ah, morning.
So where's the email?
Oh, there we go.
Details.
Don't work for me. Work for me. One of them. I don't know which one I clicked on, but it worked.
I think, yeah, they're playing up.
You want me to try pasting it?
I've tried that's all of them there, but it's a lot of people have had problems with it.
Huh. So that's the one that's open for me. Do we still need to bit.ly them, or is that fixed?
I think I put all the links in there. Yeah, someone try that one, but I am sending it to Jeff via email.
Okay, I pasted one and then the YouTube redirect. I don't know. See if one of those work. If not,
I think it's Android or certain Android phones that it's doing it with.
Ah. I have no idea if this stuff actually works, but I got a bunch of these random acoustic foam panels I'm going to put around the office.
Phone panels?
Yeah. They're supposed to like absorb echoes and noise and stuff.
Oh,
I don't know.
right.
I bought like a whole slew of them off some DJ kid for $60.
Did you get them all the same color?
They're red and black. I don't have a choice,
Oh,
but
that's
like, I think he had like 36 of
Checkerboard
them, plus a bunch of these corner ones for like $60, so it was cheap.
You got to checkerboard them.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Just kind of a pattern or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna randomly put it on empty wall spaces and see if it makes a difference.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the ones that are set up on a computer made of different lengths of wood?
Ooh, I have not.
Oh, there's a whole. You got to have a whole like sound mapping of your room, an echo map, and then it tells you how to design it.
Oh, that's cool. How do I acquire one of those?
You gotta just. I don't even know where I saw it, but I was like, yeah, I don't have time for that. It's like this piece of wood has to be 2 by 2 by 7 1/8.
Okay, so here's a random question: if I'm talking right now, or if I'm talking right now, is there any difference?
No, it's supposed to be background, so the wall echo.
Okay,
Hey,
I like
gotta put them behind you.
What's
Hey,
going
dude,
on?
how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Excellent.
Cruz?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how's it
am I
going,
actually
Mr. Dave Nanos Tank?
am I actually
Hey.
here? Am I a real boy? Am I a real boy again?
Yes,
You're
yes,
a real-
American Reefing. How are you doing, Jeff?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
Hangouts
Doing all
lifted
right.
your.
I thought you said that you were going to go to work.
Nah, I took the day off to take care of the kids today.
Nice, nice, very good. I use that excuse sometimes.
Yeah.
I just watched
kidding.
Dev's Vibrance video. That was good, Dev.
Thank you. Yeah, that actually worked better than I thought it would, which is good. I was kind of
Yeah.
skeptical, and they don't even claim it actually works on bubble algae, so it was
Yeah.
a nice surprise. A couple of people recommended it, so I'm like, what the heck.
Yeah, I mean, it's bacteria and a carbon source, typically.
Okay, so I figured it was a carbon source because
Yeah.
a few things that I read online where people didn't work for them, they were also running GFO and other stuff in their tank, which leads me to believe it's doing kind of a carbon dosing, at least partially.
Right.
It is. I mean, if you take a see, maybe I have like an unfair advantage to a lot of these products that are out there as well. You know what I'm saying, Dev? I know a lot of the people who are actually making it or developed it or, came up with it. And, I kind of know some of the proprietary stuff that I should not talk about. But, I could generalize. And they're okay with me generalizing. But no, it's definitely a viable thing that they have. It's an all-in-one kind of dosing carbon and bacteria source. So, yeah.
So it's a $15 bottle of Dr. Tim's with a teaspoon of sugar in it.
Yeah. Hey, that was like
$50.
Dave.
So yeah, that stuff was freaking inexpensive. It was like $50 for that bottle. So I'm like, if this doesn't work, this is a huge waste of money. If it works, $50 to get rid of all the bubble algae, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where like people could quit the hobby because their tank's like overrun with something. If there's always ways to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
So I always even get mad at my nano, like, holy F, like everything's just covered in this stuff and like huge difference. And like it did nothing for like a month. In the last week or two, I really noticed the difference.
You need to dose something that gives your emerald crabs the munchies.
Bubbling does.
Yep.
It increases their metabolism, and if you actually raise the temperature while you're bubbling, higher levels of oxygen, they get really hungry.
I just lost my big one. He got huge. I think it was old age, and he had an arm on him. Boy, he would tear up some bubble algae.
So how did it taste when you ate him?
I didn't. When I dropped him on the floor,
crab.
when I was transferring him and I dropped him on the floor, and one of his big arms just fell off. Don't think I didn't hit that with the nutcracker and give it to the wrasse. The wrasse loved it.
Oh, awesome. He's a nutcracker.
It was actually pliers, but that's what I felt like I was doing when I opened it.
That's so cool.
Everything's
most
food.
people would, most people will freaking freak out and just like toss it away and throw it in the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's
You put it back
food.
to them. Yeah, you put it right back to them.
And I do like the shrimp molts, feeding them to the anemone. Since you said that, it never made sense to me because I didn't think there was anything really in that molt, food wise. Yeah, the anemones love it.
Don't the shrimps generally re-eat it to get like some calcium and stuff back?
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of the chitin, anemones stiffen up utilizing the fibers called chitin. It's not really calcium. It's like our fingernails, our hair, and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why they're so pliable. It's just like our hair and our nails. They're pretty flexible. Well, if they could actually digest it and reconsume it and then reassimilate it into their, into their own organism, that's the easiest way. That's one of the reasons why killer whales only eat like shark livers, because it's high in iron. You know what I'm saying? Yep. The ocean is pretty much devoid of iron.
With a bottle of Chianti. Sorry. You say liver, I say Chianti. Great movie.
But yeah, I mean,
don't forget the fava beans.
Wolves.
Yeah, fava beans.
Fava beans. Even whatchamacallit, wolves. I mean, we've seen them attack freaking moose, deer, and stuff like that, and only the entrails around the stomach is what they ate. You know what I'm saying? When times of plenty. Exactly. During times of plenty, they'll eat everything that's partially digested in the stomach. They're going to eat everything that's partially digested and assimilated into like different things, in their main organs, like the heart, the lungs, and then they assimilate it back into their body a lot easier than if they were eating just the meat. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's really weird. Bless you.
The 5-month-old says thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cough, cough.
Boy or girl? Yeah, boy or girl? Jeff?
Girl.
Oh,
he's doomed.
She stole your heart, didn't she?
Yeah,
she really
I got two girls.
Oh, sorry.
I hope you have
get
two
that
shotguns
OT
too.
You better get that overtime in.
Yeah, exactly.
Overtime and 2 shotguns.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said last night, my niece is planning her own Sweet 16 party, and it's like the royal wedding.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Holy crap. Yeah.
She's like, well, no, we'll need the ballroom because I invited 180 people.
Hey.
My sister's like, whose kid are you?
Yeah, not mine.
Just trying to get Michael in. Here he is. There you go.
Michael. How's it going,
Hello,
big dog?
how are you feeling, Chris?
Getting better every day. Just waiting for the pain medication to when I stop that, and also some of my antibiotics. Kind of makes me queasy. I don't want to be throwing up on the freaking 55, as I'm coming up, going to work. Just freaking chunks all over the freaking freeway.
You need one of them little airplane bags.
I know, right? Nah. Just let it go natural. Just launch it.
It's hard to stay in your lane when that's going on.
Just launch it. Let it fall where it lies.
Yes,
exactly. That's the point of car violators.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it back to nature.
Just
feed the birds.
Lean out the window as far as you can. Keep your eye on the road. And launch it.
Make a game out of it. See how many windscreens you can cover with one shot.
That would be funny. They'd be freaking cursing me out on the freaking roads. Yeah, watch out for that car. He blows chunks.
You get to work, they'll be like, what happened to the side of your car?
Had an accident.
Go fastest right.
And you put Rain-X on that side.
Oh, absolutely. Let it freaking just sheet off and beat off.
What's up, CJ?
Yeah, what's going on, people?
going on, CJ?
Hey, what's up,
Morning.
Morning, afternoon, noon,
Hello.
evening, wherever you are, different
Yeah.
parts of the world. You got 5 different time zones in here, don't you, Paul?
The
Yep.
good thing is it's 5 o'clock
Absolutely.
somewhere.
Got a question in here. Sandy, hey Paul, quick question. Where are the proper, what are the proper parameters and placement for a Space Invader chalice?
What kind of chalice?
In my tank.
In mine,
mine.
they've got to go centre. Mine, they've always got to go centre, and not too much light, but like a little bit of shady area.
Did Michael just tell somebody the best place for their chalice is in Michael's tank?
It's the best place.
Put it in my tank, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's the best place for it.
Yeah, I'll second that. And
Like I said, they don't like. To me, I don't think they like direct light. You know, like too much bright light on.
yeah.
Every time I've lowered mine and
It's,
put it like.
Yeah, it's medium, low. Typically.
I don't know the
some
Space
chalices-
Invader. I know the Hollywood Stunner will live anywhere in the tank and just grow
Yep.
under a rock.
Miami Hurricanes do too. They freaking grow everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like a freaking weed. Freaking grew up against the freaking acro base too. Freaking, and then freaking whipped the crap out of it. Yep, freaking whipped the crap out of it.
Mine's growing. Mine's growing like it's like a waterfall. You know, like it's literally like it's melting down the rock. That's the way mine's growing. At the minute.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's the awesome thing. It's almost like freaking. What is that? That one painting by that freaking guy where the clocks are just kind of like all limp and shit. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Is it an Escher drawing?
No, I don't think it's Escher. Somebody else. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, it's like a Diego or something like that.
I like to keep moving them because, you know, I had it in one spot so it was bending up and then I moved it to someplace else. Now it's plating out. So it's going to be really interesting looking when it's done.
So you're
and then
actually
I'm kill
doing
it
freaking
and put
underwater
meteor.
bonsai.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
Dave
gonna be
is the bonsai master.
Then I'm going to kill it and let meteor shower cover it. You'll see it at Palooza for $5,000.
Holy crap! A branching. Yeah, he's gonna have a branching freaking whatchamacallit, chalice. I've never seen a branching chalice before.
Between that and the Indo band, that thing's going to be worth $5,000.
Those Pectinia grow like 1 centimeter a year, though, right?
Yeah, the Space Invaders, they're very, very slow growing. I mean, we have a full colony one. It's probably about 8 to 10 inches wide, and it's probably about the same 8 to 10 inches tall. I'll shoot over a freaking picture of it. It's huge. It's beautiful.
How many years it take that to happen?
God, probably close to about 8, 9.
Seriously?
Oh, Phil and Sandy were at the Worldwide Coral Live Sale. That's what they're talking about, new corals.
Yeah. See, when people see pectinas, they don't see it in its full form. You know what I'm saying? They always see chunks. And
I got about a 6.5 inch piece of pectinia. It's not Space Invader, but it's a teal blue one.
Oh, nice.
But I figured it wasn't going to grow much bigger than that, so you might as well buy one the size you want.
Exactly. If you want a centerpiece, that one is a very, very good centerpiece. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's prominent. Does yours have the big spikes on the top?
Yeah.
Like the big lobes?
Nice.
Yeah. And it's what we call a crown. You know what I'm saying? Once it starts crowning, it becomes so freaking beautiful.
Right.
So, no.
Yeah, my blue sponge is putting out lobes like that, almost like a pectinia. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's lots of different organisms out there that have very, very similar shape, you know, due to whether or not it's photosynthetic and stuff like that, or whether or not it's, you know, in the flow areas.
Right. How it has to eat.
The morphology is awesome. Morphology of corals and marine animals are pretty cool.
Jeez.
It's crazy hobby, all the different things that we have out there.
Oh yeah, I'm still looking for the elusive mermaids of the ocean.
Ah, yes.
I want to catch one.
You need to be kickers.
And then
That's
I'm
my
going to
dream
try to
tank.
propagate it.
That's
And
my
then try
dream
to
tank.
propagate it. How would you propagate a freaking... Yeah. How would you propagate mer people?
Have babies. You just play Barry White.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's always the go-to. It's
Mhm.
always the go-to.
Tried and true, man.
Little Marvin Gaye.
Barry White wouldn't work. You need CJ because he's the fish Barry White.
Ah, yes.
Let's get it on.
That always puts me in the mood. Yeah. You almost got me going, freaking Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was not my intention.
Oh man. Oh, but no, I mean, there's so much freaking crap out there that we don't even see in the freaking hobby. I mean, if you guys ever have a chance to go scuba diving, please do. Put it on your bucket list. Put it on your freaking things to do list.
Yeah, go someplace good though.
And then go out with freaking Bob Fenner. You know, Bob Fenner is one of the forefront runners of a lot of the scuba diving trips and stuff. Been going out with him. Been going out with him since I want to say 90s.
Yeah.
90s until recently, and then I've been dry since.
You
My
want chicken?
suit's been dry. I haven't been able to go out again.
Oh, no. That's not good. Let's go, Chris.
No. Haven't been able to
I
surf
don't want my
either.
chicken in, man.
Moving all the way out here to freaking Chicago.
Don't tell me when I have to cook, man. It's going to take half an hour to 45 minutes. Cold enough to eat it.
Yeah.
Not
If
much.
Let's see if we can get like
Not much wave action in the Great Lakes.
There's some, but you need like a super buoyant board. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where you can't. I don't know how to explain it.
Basically,
With
it's
the,
boogie board territory.
Yeah, kind of. It's like a super spongy type of board, and you're like, ugh. I mean, we've taken our fiberglasses out there once, and boy, the friggin' water. I mean, you will sink in friggin' in the Great Lakes. In the salt water, you float. You know what I'm saying? So it made it harder to friggin' duck dive because you went too far. You go too far down, and then when you're trying to pop up, there's no resistance on the friggin' board. So either you catch it at the right moment or you sink and you get tumbled.
Right.
Which really sucks. But in the ocean, everything's buoyant. More
Oh, I
buoyant
know.
than it is.
I can snorkel all day in the ocean, just float like a board.
Exactly, and it's like so calming.
Yeah. Until you get in a riptide and don't realize it. Wow, everything's really buzzing by. And poke your head up and you're like, well, wow, where's the island?
Where's land? Where's land?
I was snorkeling in St. Croix. I almost went to Puerto Rico.
That's awesome. That's flipping awesome.
Yeah. I started trying to swim back. I didn't realize, it took me a minute that, hey, I got to get out of this riptide before I start trying to swim back. Otherwise, it's like the water treadmill.
Yeah. You know where the worst place is, Dave? Is over there by Catalina, by, close to the, what is it called? Close to the channel, the one between California and Catalina.
No,
that is some freaking fierce currents because check this out. There's a canyon right there.
Oh, yeah,
and
deep water.
Schools of freaking fish. Yeah, schools of fish and shark. They pass through there. It's almost like a jet stream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just waiting for one of us seal-looking people to come floating through there.
But a lot of people don't realize that Sandy Hook has some crazy rips. Sandy Hook in New Jersey. It's like it creates whirlpools.
Wait. Where was this?
Sandy Hook in New Jersey.
Yeah, the Jersey Shore's got some bad riptides.
It's bad there. It literally like the current will literally create like little whirlpools.
Wow.
Yeah, but anybody ever
Eddies.
caught in one, try and swim lateral to the beach, you know? Usually like 10, 15 feet, you get you out of it.
Good to know. Good to know that I'm not going there. Good to know I'm not going there. Wow. So New Jersey has some mean ass shores, huh?
Yeah. Well, this spot the spot that I'm talking about, nobody really swims there. It's at like the point of Sandy Hook. There's like a big clam bed there, so a lot of people fish there. But like you just look at the water, you're like you get in there, you're done. There's no
Jeff,
coming
you've been
back.
going out to Area G?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no
You
life
want to know where
jacket
Area
help.
G is? Look for all the boats with the people with binoculars, because Area G is the nude beach.
That's the other side of the. It's on the other side of the Coast Guard station, I think, right?
Yes, I had to work the concession there. I had to build the Ensel system, and everybody kept coming up and asking for stuff. And it was like 90 degrees, and you know it wasn't open. We were putting in a fire system, and so we closed the door as hot as it was. But then we opened it just a little bit counter height so we could get some air. That was a mistake. People would get your attention, and what do you think you were looking at when you turned around?
Flags hanging at half mast or something like that.
Yeah. You know, when the idea was said, hey, we got to go work at the nude beach, it sounded good, but till you realize, till you go to a, till you see a nude beach in New Jersey. Yeah. Now, maybe Barbados is a whole different thing, but
yeah, possibly.
Idea and reality are a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The picture in your head, which
yeah, it didn't match the picture. Bit disappointing.
Yeah, I found my tools. Yeah. Last winter, we moved into last year we moved into this house pretty quick and started remodeling almost everything. Haven't had time to pull out all my freaking tools and aquarium crap. Now I do. Yay. Yay me. Got all my stuff. Found them.
So I was doing my midnight alkalinity test and looking around at my fuge last night. And I decided to feed my mantis shrimp. And then out of nowhere, there goes my candy cane pistol shrimp that I have not seen in this tank. Like since the last tank, I haven't seen him. So he must have come over with the fuge move, you know, in a handful of sand or something, because I really thought he was missing. I was looking for him when I was breaking down the other system, and I couldn't find him. So it was nice to see him show up.
Oh, yeah. Got an SED solenoid valve.
Yeah, mine went missing for like at least 6 months, and then one day it just like showed up. My pistol shrimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Funny how they hide. You know, hide in plain sight sometimes in your systems.
yeah, it's crazy they can move and not see something, or you know, you move a rock or somewhere and he's hiding a little crack, and you just never know.
But I've heard him from time to time snapping. But I was just, you know, checking for shorts on electrical equipment because I thought he was gone. I thought something was working.
Well, I mean, it's always a nice surprise, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always a nice surprise to see him. Oh, he didn't?
Yeah. He was tiny. He never even paired up with my goby. I'll have to throw him back in the main display, see if he pairs up.
Yep. That'll be cool. Bag. Got that.
Yes, Haley, I'm sure some are better than others. But this particular one I was at was not one of the good ones. Take care, Phil.
All right, see you, Phil.
I'm still here. I'm just shopping.
Is that why you're in here 3 times, Paul?
Am I still there 3 times?
Oh, now you're 2 times. Okay.
Yeah.
No, 3 times.
Well, my computer was going dead, so I put my phone on. And one of the phones is just on the tank.
Right.
So, I don't know why there's 3 on. I thought I turned it off, and now my phone's ringing.
Yeah, my phone was ringing earlier, guys. I apologize for constantly getting cut off.
That's right.
Hello.
At least I know that the guys at work still love me. You know what I'm saying, Dave?
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm shuffling things. Got my dehumidifier back again for the fish room. Whew. Lots of stuff. There's my Miracle Mud box.
Anything else exciting on the list today? Anyone's world?
Oh, yes.
You tell.
Yeah, the whatchamacallit, my fish tank ATM is looking to design it for me.
Ah, that's cool.
And
Guys, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
What would you say was the maximum you could black out your tank for? Maximum
Depends
time.
on what you have in your system.
Predominantly SPS.
Okay, predominantly SPS, I would say no more than 4 days, 4 to 5 days. Typically, while you're bubbling, increasing the oxygen, because there's not going to be much photosynthesis going on. So you need to artificially get it back up. Do you know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
What are you trying to kill?
Yeah, definitely. I would say 4 or 5, maybe 6 days.
I would have said 3 to 4, so you're much more generous than I.
Yeah. Well,
What
I
are you
mean,
trying to kill,
remember,
Michael?
we also get SPS coming. Well, back in the day, we had them come across the on a ship, and it took about 12 days, and they were still fine. They weren't pretty when they came here, but they were still alive. You know what I'm saying?
Little brown turds.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, they won't die if you give it enough oxygen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
if you're really trying to get rid of something really noxious, like some green hair algae and stuff like that, or some bubble algae like Dev had, I would actually go with kind of like what Dev said, 3-4 days blackout.
And can you go longer on softies?
Yeah, you could go longer on softies, and also NPS. You don't really need anything for them. Sun curls will be fine. No, stating the obvious. Xenia will do fine. Just kidding.
Don't start with that again. I was going after you in the chat on that one before.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I brought it up. I'm an asshole.
I just asked the question because obviously there's various different timelines out there on what people say is safe and not safe. Obviously, I've never had to do a blackout before, but I've got when my Refugium went sexual. Obviously, I didn't run a Refugium for a couple of weeks, and all of the crap that came out of my Refugium stayed in the tank. I did a couple of gravel cleans and stuff like that, but it didn't really make a dent. So in turn, it meant that there was a lot of hair algae growth in certain spots in the tank. And it's not really hair algae that you can just pull off with your fingers. It was like little tufts,
like tufts.
little moss balls.
Turf algae, they call it. Yeah, that stuff's resilient.
Like little moss balls. So I just thought, well, I've got my Refugium back up and running. I've redone my sump to make my Refugium even bigger, and got a hydroponics grow light and stuff. So I'm looking at potentially, blacking the tank out, ramping up the Refugium itself so that the Refugium's like proper, utilizing the nutrients in the tank, and then directing the growth down there. So the blackout basically is to give me a better chance of having the growth centered in the Refugium rather than in the in the display. Because I just wanted to know what people's thoughts were on time.
Yeah, no, definitely. Keeping the Refugium on for 24/7 while you're doing the blackout in the main tank will help. Redivert a lot of the algal or the algae growth.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very viable.
It's just with the tank at the moment looking so vibrant and colourful. I just didn't want to, push it too far because, like I said, I finally managed to get strawberry shortcake to live and grow. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a question for you. Let's instead of doing a complete blackout, why don't you consider this? Instead of doing a complete blackout, have you considered this? Utilizing how do you say time adjustment on the lighting schedule for your main display.
Don't mention anything to do with bubbles.
No. But you're going to have to anyways. But you're going to have to anyways.
You mean like 2 on, 4 off, 2 on?
Yeah, kind of like that, where you're actually intermitting, causing intermittent friggin' photosynthetic cycles in the algae. I mean, they will continue to grow, but if you leave your Refugium on for 24/7, at a higher intensity, you will get better growth. Well,
that's what I was sort of thinking
don't muck it up. Just shorten the time a little bit.
I was sort of like thinking that for the first crack at it was to do it for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Cruz, wouldn't that be a light snack?
Hello? Yeah.
No, I'm not eating. I wish I was.
No. A 2-hour light photo period. That's called a light snack. Get it?
Ah, yeah. A light snack.
Yeah,
gotcha. I thought you were saying because I was making a shit ton of noise. Giving me a hard time, dude.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I found all my hard drives. All my coral pictures on there.
I was just saying, I was thinking about doing that with, the intermittent period. So, for the first run, put it on for a couple of days, then obviously go back to lighting the tank again for a shorter period of time. So, doing it for 6 to 8 hours rather than the 10 that it normally is. And then, maybe having another couple of days off the lighting. Well, not a complete blackout, but just no, tank lights on. So there's still you've got, sunlight coming through or whatever. And then again, back on again for a bit, and then just until, the Refugium starts to take over.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. All you're doing is just exchanging the balance. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna get the light that I've got is only 30 watts. It's a grow light and it's got UV and infrared, but it's only 30 watts. So I might look at either adding, another one or two to that.
I already fed him. On the pad?
That's not reef related. Just
I thought he was talking.
On the pad and work with her until she pees.
Talking about me about potty training my life. I was like, oh.
Sorry about that. Potty training your new dogs.
Is this a new skill?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that. We got some new skills coming out from Cruz here. Better listen. How to potty train your Refugium.
You suck.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to know, really. I just wanted, because a lot of people have different ideas of how long of a blackout is safe.
Right.
So just interested in what your thoughts were on it.
I also think it's a good idea to dose some more bacteria during that blackout because there's going to be extra nutrients floating around in the tank. Might as well get the bacteria levels up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's only to consume them during the blackout, and then they'll settle out, adjust their population when the lights come back on.
Yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is, isn't it? Obviously, as that algae starts to die, that nutrient that it's collected in its cell structure is just going to be reintroduced in it. So, it's gonna up your nutrient levels. So yeah, it's a good idea. That. Oh.
I mean, I had some wild caught red grape die out, and being that it was wild caught, you don't know what it was taking up in the Gulf Coast. So it released that back into my tank. So I'm seeing all kinds of weird nuisance algae in that tank now.
Well, that's what I was like with that colourfer, obviously. The colourfer that I had, everybody that I asked what it was, nobody could ID it. Because it wasn't like, your normal, like your texifolia or anything like that. It was a very small leafed, sort of like rooting type, colourfer. And everybody that I asked, everybody on like the Triton group, Seahorse groups, everybody that, deals with algae more often than not, nobody could ID it. People had it, but they didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I know what you mean. It was like mini lily pads on these very long shoots.
Yeah, that's it. So obviously it bunches up quite tight. It turns into quite tight balls. And then obviously there's no light penetration then, which turns it sexual because it's, obviously nothing's happening. So that was the issue with that stuff. So it's all in the bin, and I've just got Chato now. No more messing about.
Yep. Good old Chato.
All right, boys. Thank you very much for your advice. I'm going to go. Speak to you soon.
Later.
Have a good day at work. So is it just me and Dev now?
No, apparently.
And
there was two. I don't even know where the window is. Too much stuff open. There we go. Oh, there's a bunch of people. They're all just hiding on mute.
Yeah.
Those slackers. So how's your day going, Dave?
Good.
Yeah.
Really didn't get it started yet, but
fair enough. Ease yourself into it.
Yeah. It's the last day off. Work's supposed to get crazy, which is good.
Yeah. You got a day off too today? Nice.
Yeah.
Lauren, how is your sump stand deal going? Still on? It is still. SketchUp has not closed on my computer for the past week. So here, I can show you where I'm currently at with it. Screen share. So I'm still figuring out a few things. I'm still kind of waiting to figure out what this, if it's going to bankrupt me or what this is going to cost. I'm kind of looking.
I think Paul has YouTube locked on his tank, so I think you can present.
Chris's.
Yeah, you could see it on Hangouts, though.
Yeah, so both of us can see it. But
so I'm debating where to put dosers and stuff, and if I should put them in that end cap. It's gonna be tight with all the plumbing and stuff, though. So I don't know. Just lots of little things trying to figure it all out.
No, it looks nice. It looks like an engine.
I thank you.
No, I mean like an engine. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like so many compartments, so many freaking things, and then the stack for the freaking skimmer look like the freaking the choo-choo train.
Everybody wants to come in so they can see the sump. There's a link.
You know what I'm talking about, Dev?
Yeah. Good chuka. Part of it is I'm just trying to figure out exactly what's going inside of it for equipment and stuff. Especially if you're trying to give that super clean built-in look. It's a lot of pre-planning to make sure it fits in that design.
We were helping Mackenzie kind of with designs and plumbing ideas, and I just threw something real quick together on Paintbrush for him. And boy, you make me look bad every time you get that ketchup out, that SketchUp.
Well, it's beautiful though. It is beautiful.
We'll see if someone's. Yeah.
Just kidding.
We'll see if someone's building it for me. It depends on the price. If it's decent, then yes. If it's not, then I'll probably just do something similar to wood or something. But If it's not crazy expensive, then I'll put them to do it with acrylic.
Okay. Sounds fun.
So we shall see, but it'll look pretty sweet.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yep. Then a couple little things I've been thinking too. I might make the first chamber bigger. So if for any reason I ever decide to ditch the turf scrubber or the filter socks, and I can just make the first section of Refugium.
Yep. That's kind of what we did. We started off with a traditional a long time ago, right? You know, the way that you guys have it. And then we started removing equipment and putting in more macro and more, do you know what I'm saying? And letting the macro do a lot of the filtration for us, kind of like what Dave was saying earlier, instead of, he doesn't like my zinnia. So yeah, absolutely. Just, sucking out a lot of the NO3, PO4, and then letting the pods go to town on the uneaten food instead of the zinnia.
Right.
So yeah.
I'd rather see the pods eating it. They can become food for the tank, in my opinion.
But the pulsing zinnia is so freaking awesome to just freaking watch. You could watch it for days.
Oh yeah,
you know
it does look
good.
good.
It's hypnotizing. That's the only reason why I wanted Paul to do it. Is
maybe just a zinnia reactor.
If it didn't spread,
boy,
I'd be all over it.
Dude, we'd get so much crap for that. You know what I'm saying, Dave? Oh my God, you guys aren't reefing right. Really? Because our tanks look good.
Cruel.
Almost everybody's tanking this chat, and actually looks pretty good. I haven't been with a more talented group. All in one area from all the way around the world.
I'm going to chuck mine up to luck. I mean, I listen. I try to incorporate things I learn in here, and make my own judgments at the end of the day. But things are happening that are really nice. But I can't just say that. Like I still don't feel like I'm a teacher. I'll share what I know.
But you know what, bro? That's humility and being humble.
Right.
A lot of people appreciate that.
Well, you want to ask me what I'm doing, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to tell you how to do yours.
I don't want to know what you're doing right now. Let's just put it that way.
Nothing exciting, trust me. Only have 2 tabs open. One's Hangouts, one's YouTube.
Okay. So no extracurricular activities right now.
No.
Good.
That slows my stream down.
Has nothing else to do with whether or not you want to. Oh man, that's funny. Guys will be guys.
So yeah, besides finding my shrimp last night, I also noticed I have a whole garden of fan worms. And I'm talking like 4-inch stalks and like, $50 sized fan worms on the ends of them. So it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
What was the shrimp's name? Nemo, by chance?
No, I don't name anything.
God, dang it.
Nothing gets a name?
Nothing gets a name.
Oh, man.
I'm back.
Oh.
My mantis shrimp lives in a piece of PVC, so everybody wanted me to call him Billy Pipes.
I like it. You should.
I run into Billy from time to time. I don't need to have him angry with me. He's a big man.
But it's all in good fun and joking.
Yeah.
Little Billy. Little Billy.
And Willie Nipples isn't appropriate.
Fair game.
Since it's a short pipe, so it's not.
Oh wow! Oh man!
What's up, Ozzy?
Ozzy, when did the stream start? About 2 hours ago.
3 hours ago, according to YouTube.
You little shit.
Tell him, Chris.
Sorry, saw a little mouse in here in the garage.
Little buggers.
They don't eat much.
How do you feel about turf scrubbers versus just good old Chaeto Refugiums?
I like Chaeto Refugiums. It's a lot easier. You also have, how do you say it, more pod growth for some odd reason. I don't see it in the reactors at all.
I got pods in my
really
reactor.
Strange.
I don't know about turf scrubbers though.
Oh, turf scrubbers? Well, the thing is that, you know how everybody says CO2, blah, 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 you know, turf scrubbers are great at removing CO2, but it's not from the water, it's from the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the time. And, yeah, I don't see too much of a pH swing with turf scrubbers as I do with the, you know, the, what is it called? The reactors and the, and then the refugiums. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen much pH change that way. They're like, oh yeah, but it's degassing. Yeah, that's fair enough, you know, but where is it degassing to and how, and, you know, little things like that. And I don't have all the answers for that either. You know? I don't feel the need to have to measure everything if I could see something working. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the meaning of life? Really? You really want me to talk about that? You really want me to get into it?
42.
I don't know. It's to live in harmony, be friendly to everybody, be happy. Exactly.
If I share my screen, can you see it? I have a mousetrap idea for you. It's real simple.
Is it the... Okay.
Just gotta turn your smoke detector off.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Freaking electric screen.
I saw that this morning and you just said mouse. I was like, you'll appreciate this.
Holy crap.
Yum, peanut butter.
Awesome.
Bang.
It's like a giant, okay, for the people they can't see it. It's almost like the friggin', you know, the electric fly swatters, but just like laying on the floor and 110 volts.
It's almost like a bumper car grid.
Yeah, it is. Oh man. No, that's a good one. I thought you were going to show me one of those like little bowls with peanut oil in it. I was like, dude, I've seen enough of those. So I was going to do that anyways. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're like slipping in.
You really have to worry about a flaming mouse running back in its mouse hole and burning your house down.
Oh shit. Thanks for the laugh, Dave. My freaking sides hurt now. I'm gonna go back to the hospital.
Sorry, bud.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I'm kidding. Oh man, that's funny though. Oh, no, that actually made my day. The freaking wife comes out. Honey, what are you doing?
I really hate mice to do that one.
Nothing. Just trying to catch a mouse. Catch him on fire. Oh boy. You're an electrician though, right, Dave?
Low voltage, but yeah, I do all my own electric at the house, but just that little license thing keeps me from doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arm pieces of paper.
Yeah, I mean, if I was, well, see, I don't have a freaking license in New Jersey. Otherwise, I'd be able to help.
Yeah,
such is life. They don't allow for freaking transference anymore. You know, between California and a lot of the other states, just because you have a license there, they want you to pay to get it before you could actually start again, which is retarded. No. Knowledge is knowledge, motherfuckers.
Anything in a house, I'm comfortable with. You know, some of the commercial systems, yeah, I shouldn't be playing in there.
No. I mean, just for safety's sake, you know, would hate to lose, you know, good people.
Yeah. Like, I don't remember how far apart your staples have to be on Romex in, you know, this situation compared to that situation, and, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. So
they typically say 5 feet.
Yeah. And then if you add one over the top of another, say you run another piece over the top, you got to remove the staples from the bottom one. You can't staple another one over the top.
Really? Why not? It fits. Yeah, my ass will be freaking grass on that. No, I leave it to a lot of the electricians. You know, when we're doing projects,
right?
You know, we go over the code, you know, the NEC code, and then, you know, we see, okay, here's the calculations. We're doing this a little bit more conservative on this job, or if we're trying to save a little bit because the customer can't pay, this is what we can do, you know, for some of the free 4S boxes and stuff like that for the pull downs. But yeah, it's fun stuff, man.
Well, I got safety. I got very safety minded when I was doing Halon in computer rooms and stuff, because it was so damn expensive towards the end too. You didn't want a little false alarm meant, you know, thousands of dollars in gas released.
You know what's worse than Halon is the
CO2?
FM200. No, the FM200. That freaking powder shit in the freaking server rooms.
Yeah.
My God, those things, dude.
Oh, I
it
know.
dumps like powder after powder and suffocates everything, including people.
Yep.
Which sucks.
Yeah, I'm Ansel certified, so I know wet, dry, and Halon.
Oh yeah, that's good. A lot of people don't though. You know what I'm saying, Dave?
Yep. So it comes down to, you know, electrical and plumbing. It's almost like reefing. You know, you got to know a little bit about everything.
It is. And, you know, process controls, you know, the low voltage like you were talking about. That's where a lot more skill is when you're talking about, it's kind of like the Air Force and the Marine Corps, right? The high line, high power guys, they're freaking Marines. Hands down, I'll let them have it. My buddy is a freaking highliner. And I was like, holy crap. You know, he's like freaking hundreds of feet up in the air on those freaking girders.
Yeah.
And he's just got a belt. And I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I say good job. Thanks for keeping the power on.
Yeah.
But other than that, I like my low voltage. I like my process controls. It makes more sense to me. But it has a little bit more logic. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to use your brain a little bit more when it comes down to the logic side of it.
Yeah, it's not just neutral ground, and then how many hot phases do I have?
Correct. But you know what? Those guys are vital to us too.
Definitely.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be working either.
But I was working side by side when an electrician was doing his panel in a large store like a Michael's craft store, and I was doing our IT/camera/alarm panel next to him, and he looked over and he says, "I'm glad I'm not doing that."
And we say the same shit to him.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not doing your shit.
Right. None of this in here can kill me. So.
Exactly. But I mean, what is it going to do? 24 volt burn and 110 volt burn, or knock on
I
your
could
shoulder?
just about touch any one of my wires to my tongue, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, but I mean, when it comes down to reefing, I mean, I know that people complain about friggin' having what is it called, overcurrent devices on there and some protective, you know, short circuit protection.
GFCI. Yeah.
Yep, the GFCIs and stuff like that. Don't forego them, because they will save your life. You know, if something does happen.
Oh yeah, your hands in the tank and you smash a glass heater. Exactly. You know, that 1 minute is going to be a rough minute.
Oh heck yeah! And I mean, even though 120 rarely causes many issues, the probability is still there. I've seen enough people get burned on it. You know, entire arm just burned. I've seen 480 burns. I've seen 480 arc flashes, and you know all this other crap, and it sucks. But yeah, If your breaker is tripping, it's tripping for a reason.
Oh, I know.
It's either worn out, the breaker, because it only has a certain amount of cycles. You could attest to that, Dave.
Yeah.
People don't understand that in their house, if it blows once, the second time is going to be a lot lower threshold and, to actually trip off again. And then the third time, it's going to be even less. So kind of like maintenance, you have to maintain the electrical circuits in your house too. That's part of the safety. Part of safety in reefing is, we're already mixing salt water and electricity, and kind of stupid for that, but but it's part of the hobby. It's one of the necessary evils. We don't have solar yet. That goes straight in.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, our solar relies on a lot of big batteries that can also kill you.
Exactly.
It's not the volts, it's the amps.
Oh, heck yeah. The freaking amps bite you, and they hold on to you too.
Yeah, yep.
A lot of people overlook it, and they take it for granted. I know I do sometimes. I'm guilty of it, working on things live and hot. And it's like, wow, I didn't see that there. You know what I'm saying? When you're walking down, you're like, oh, I didn't see that exposed. Fuck. I was that close, like literally that close to being freaking zapped.
I mean, back in the day, we used to use Milwaukee hole shooters, and those drills are plugged into the wall. Now it's all cordless. But when you're plugged into the wall and using a 4-foot bit,
Oh, it explodes. It explodes.
You create a circuit.
Exactly. Yeah, just the other day, this is one of the funny things, is that we had an electrician up here, one of the contractors, and he was drilling into a freaking 480 cabinet live.
Wow.
From the top.
Hey.
No. At least stick a piece of 2x8 under where you're drilling.
Exactly, or freaking put a magnet there. You know what I'm saying? Put a magnet right next to where you're drilling, so the freaking circle would freaking get stuck. You know what I'm saying? And then when you can, go in there and freaking remove it.
Yeah, even the filings.
Exactly. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we have freaking magnets around, is for the freaking, the fixed magnets with the freaking rubber feet so it doesn't slide.
Yep.
And then we start drilling down and it goes tink, and the magnet will freaking pull up that freaking that circle. But
never made that noise before.
Yeah, he freaking shut down the freaking the plant.
Yeah.
And he was graciously walked off the freaking plant and off the site. He was gone.
Oh yeah. OSHA don't play.
The thing was that he should have known better. He didn't give anybody a freaking. He didn't tell people what he was doing, and he just did it.
Yeah, we were doing it, just a Wendy's job, and OSHA's office. One of the OSHA offices was half a mile down the street on the same street. So we knew to be cautious, because they walked in there one day and they were giving out $12,000 fines like it was candy. Oh, you're standing on the top of the ladder. Boom. You're doing this.
Boom. Dinged. Yep.
Oh, don't worry. That's not for you. That's for your company. Well, it's not my company anymore once I hand them a $12,000 fine. I'll be on the street, brother.
Yep. Amen. So, yeah, it's nothing to be, I mean, we should always be that aware, though. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. It doesn't matter whether or not
it's your life.
There or not.
It's your life. Save 5 minutes doing your job and, to do something stupid.
Oh, absolutely. And always put a drip loop, people, on your electricals. Please.
Yeah, you don't want that water zip lining right down to your outlet.
And if you can't do a zip line, or put a drip line in there, tie a piece of string and redirect it.
Even a wire tie. Yeah.
Exactly. A little wire tie. Let it drip somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Just something to keep it from going to the outlet. But yeah, we've utilized the packaging string, that cotton one. We used to wick that away. We'd tie a nice knot there and put silicone around on the downstream side of it and let it friggin' drip into everything. Because back in the day, everything dripped. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Our bulkhead sucked back then. I mean, we had like really, really hard rubber, or some of the freaking rubber was cracked already, and I was like, well,
drilling through the bottom of the tank, just having a big pipe in the center.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Bulkhead leaks, empties the tank.
Whoosh. Everything's coming out. Oh man.
You first.
Yep. So what are you doing today, Dev? What's new?
Currently making a guest Wi-Fi and separating some of my smart devices so it's more secure, as just inspired in the comments.
Sweet.
I got to put up a couple baseboards, stain a little chunk of wood for the mantle that has been sitting there not finished for like 3 years. Just some little random things that have been on my to-do list for ages.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, the day after. It's a holiday today here. So.
Oh, what's a holiday?
Victoria Day.
Oh, yeah?
What is that all about?
Good question. Let me Google that for you.
She must have been some gal.
She is.
It is a wonderful day off work today.
Yeah, I guess it's the Queen Victoria.
Probably. That's my guess. What is Victoria Day? In 1845, during the reign of Queen Victoria, May 24th, the Queen's birthday was declared a holiday in Canada. After Victoria's death in 1901, an act of Canadian Parliament established Victoria Day as a legal word.
One of those lame holidays.
Yeah. No holidays late. All holidays are welcome.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, all holidays are
off
welcome.
work.
Just remember to thank the British for that one.
Thank the British for that one.
Yeah, mighty kind, mighty kind.
Yeah. Awesome, Paul. Thank you. Thank you to you and your people. Oh yeah, without you people, we wouldn't be here either.
We wouldn't have 4th of July.
Yeah, exactly.
We kicked your ass out.
Nor would we. Oh, see, but we don't have Boston Tea Party Day, do we?
We should.
Yeah, I'm gonna declare that.
I bet they do in Boston.
Oh, they do. They have the reenactment where they all dressed up like Indians.
Hey, we need another day where we can drink beer.
Oh, and tea. Beer and tea.
Drink beer in a teacup.
We've got a bank holiday next Monday. We've got another holiday next Monday. Just for the sake of having one.
That's it.
Good excuse. I've ever seen.
Bags and shoes and gloves. Nice.
Right, lads. This stream's going to come to an end soon because one, my phone's got 4%, and I can't be arsed charging it.
Okay.
Anyway,
no
cheers for the super chat, Cruz. Very much appreciated.
Oh no, my pleasure. Next year, or later on this year, if you still have vacation time, come to Midwest Aquatic Convention in November.
Yeah. Right, I'm at Florida in September. Whoop, whoop.
Yep. Yeah.
You have to drive to Florida and come meet me.
Might just fly out there. But I'm gonna be a guy going to MACNA. I already told.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I already told a lot of people, and Lang and Steve and Mike and Julio that I was going to be there.
You're going to come and hang out.
No aquatic experience in October in New York?
I probably can't. I've been taking so much time off right now because of my medical.
Oh, sorry about that. Would have been nice to see you, though.
No, likewise. I'll definitely try to make an effort to get out there towards New York. I haven't been out there in a while.
Bye, Haley.
I think 9/11 was the last. Before 9/11 was when I went, when the Twins were still standing.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that was sad. You didn't lose anybody close, did you?
Not close, but acquaintances and people I know lost spouses and things like that. But
yeah,
I'm sorry for that, and still pray for them.
Yeah. And then I know a lot of people that were involved in a cleanup that aren't here anymore either. So,
see, that's the sad part right there. Yeah. That's what gets me. Was that they were there trying to freaking save people.
Yeah, trying to find people, and now they're not here either. The cancer. Yep, new building's badass looking though.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Fuck 'em.
No, the building I don't care about. It's the people.
I know.
Always the people.
Right, I'm going to shut this down. Like, Angles will
man.
still be on, but I'm going to shut this down anyway.
It looks like a big old middle finger. The Freedom Tower.
Yep.